On second down and a long three for Pell City from our own 43-yard line. Again, a quick throw. Hicks again. This time, Hicks does get rid of the first guy. And to the next level across the 45. Very close to a first down. Let's see if he got it or not.
Adam, we'll wait on the call from the official, and it looks like we do already have our first Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop first down. So 2 successful passes out in the flat to Quentin Hicks, and he made people miss on both of them. Nice start for Pell City.
First down and 10 as the chains move. Again, hello to everybody watching on YouTube and Facebook on our platforms, 94.1 FM The River. If you're listening on the radio, appreciate that as well. You can watch it. Download the new River app. Just go to the App Store and look for 94.1 FM The River. In motion comes McClooney, stretching it out on the speed sweep into Talladega territory, and that's going to be another Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop first down.
Back-to-back first downs for the Panthers, that time on the jet sweep to McClooney. He does a nice job as well, finding space, good blocking downfield. Pell City in Talladega Tiger territory down to the 39-yard line.
Panthers continue their opening drive. Empty backfield. Trips up top. 2 down low to the short side. Here's a quarterback draw by Smith. A face mask? No, don't see any flags. I don't know if he got the top, the side, the bottom, but he got something that turned Smith's head sideways after an 8-yard gain.
Yeah, Smith had the headgear jerked back for sure. I was waiting for the flag as well, Adam, but he does a nice job continuing to play through it for a 8-yard gain.
Hicks still in the backfield, split to the right. On that 8-yard gain down to the 31-yard line. There's the give to Hicks, trying to make a little counter, and he is going to counter right himself down to the ground for a couple of yard loss. Third down now for Pell City.
I'm not sure if he slipped on his cut or if he actually tripped over the quarterback's leg on the handoff, but be a loss of 3 for Pell City on the play, bringing up a 3rd and 5. Baylor Smith his first chance to convert on 3rd down tonight.
First 3rd down, as Lance just pointed out. Out of the shotgun, showing blitz. Here they come. Will Smith get rid of it? He does. And as Hicks muscles his way down to the 30-yard line, about a half a yard short of the first down. I say you go for it right here.
Yeah, I think it's a no-brainer. Down in distance as well as position on the field. Too far for a field goal. You don't want to punt right inside the 30 or right at the 30. So here we go, 4th and 1.
Yeah, let's see if we give it to 24 right here. There is the handoff. That's a first down. As the pile continues to move close to the 20-yard line, that's a Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop first down.
You have to be impressed so far with the offensive line, but as well as with Quentin Hicks. He's keeping those legs turning. He's making people miss. He's caught passes out of the backfield. This is an excellent first drive for number 24.
We continue on our opening drive, going from left to right here at Pete Rich Stadium. We're scoreless, 8:46 left to go here in this first quarter. Out of the shotgun, there's the give to Borden. Borden with some running room inside the 10. It's going to be first down, goal to go, as we are in the Coosa Valley Mortgage red zone, as well as that Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop first down.
Pell City looking to get as many offensive weapons involved as they can and as early as possible. That time it's Borden on the end around from his receiver position, taking the handoff, taking it all the way down to the 5-yard line, 1st and goal.
In the Coosa Valley Mortgage red zone, there's the give to Borden. He follows the Big Uglies, and as I look and see Matt Coulter with the hands up, the Panthers draw first blood on the touchdown run with 8:17 left to go here in this first quarter. 6-0 awaiting the PAT.
Using Borden as a running back tonight early, not just as a wide receiver. We talked about it early, Adam. We wanted to see offensive production. Pell City answers on the very first drive of the game, right down the field for a 68-yard touchdown drive.
Extra point is no good. So that's going to bring us to a quick timeout. 8:17 left to go here. First quarter, Panthers on top 6-0. You're listening to Panther football on 94.1 The River.
If you're looking for a new primary care doctor, consider a Complete Health practice. As one of the largest independent primary care practices in the Birmingham area, there are several locations in St. Clair County. And as a Complete Health patient, you can expect excellent service and care centered on you. Visit them at CompleteHealth.com to find a practice nearest you. Complete Health. Patients first, always.
Back here at Pete Rich Stadium, the Pell City Panthers up 6-0 early in this ball game, and we talked about it. We were hoping this would be the remedy game, Lance, for the offense, and we drove it straight on down, right down their throats for 6.
Yeah, excellent play calling. Everything worked. Quentin Hicks running hard. Kentrell Borden on some end arounds. Nice job.
Going to go down to Matt Coulter right after this return here. Across the 20, and that's as far as he's getting. Let's go down to our Bobcat of Gadsden sideline reporter, Matt Coulter.
I love that Bobcat. I thought at first you'd given me a nickname. What y'all were just saying, what a great drive, what a great confidence builder for this offense. They've needed it. They need the spark that you mentioned, but I love the way they went wide the first 3 plays. Then they started busting it up the middle. Then they went wide, and it's your best interest to have long drives and run Talladega. They only have 25 players on their roster, Adam.
Matt Coulter filling in tonight and doing an excellent job. If you recognize that voice, folks, yes, indeed, that's Matt Coulter, longtime Birmingham sports anchor.
Long time.
Radio guy.
Love him. Good friend. Appreciate Matt filling in as Scott is out tonight. On the quarterback keeper, nice little move at the 25, and it's a foot race across the 40 before Brian Keller and the Panther defense drives the quarterback out of bounds. A big first down for Talladega.
Adam, as Matt Coulter was talking about how well our offense looked on that first drive, the things they did to mix it up, mix the look up, at the same time, we don't want to come out and be flat on defense. We want to continue to improve on defense. We've been solid. We haven't been just off the charts out of this world, but we've been good enough to keep our team, our offense in games. But tonight we don't want to let up. We want to come out and have a good effort against an 0-3 Talladega squad.
So the change move up to their own 43-yard line. Talladega on their first offensive possession. Panthers up 6-0. Look at that wing go way out there. Picks up the block on that far side. A nice move at midfield and then tripped up. Again, Brian Keller on the play on defense for Pell City, but not before a 9.5-yard gain into Panther territory.
Pell City's defensive formation was a 4-4 look up front. So there were 8 in the box there, 4 backers, or at least appeared that way with the DBs that came up. So you don't want to give up 9 yards on a sweep when your defense is aligned like that. It's going to be second down and very short.
Drive continues here. Panthers with 7:25 left to go first quarter and a 6-0 lead over Talladega. Tight formation. Again, here comes a wing. Give to the big fullback. That's going to be enough for a first down for Talladega down to the Panther 43-yard line.
Number 37, Isaiah Bossy coming up, making the tackle for Pell City. 5'10", 190-pound linebacker. But, of course, a first down for Talladega. They only needed less than a yard, and now they're inside Panther territory at the 43.
Going to take a look at that touchdown run by Pell City here in just a second. Go a little replay on that one for anybody who might have missed it. With our 6-0 lead with 6:45 left to go. Again, keeping everything really, really tight. Let's go back and take a look at this touchdown run real quick here. See on the replay if you're watching. See Smith with a back split to each side. Hicks going in the block. And then Kentrell Borden there just following his blockers right across the end zone. So Panthers with that 6-0 lead with 6:10 as the clock rolls here in this first quarter.
Definitely a new wrinkle with Kentrell Borden getting the handoff and definitely giving you some speed and quickness, as you see there, as he worked his way into the end zone for the first score of the night. Halfway through the first quarter, Pell City still up 6-0 on Talladega.
Again, that tight formation. There's a fake pitch out. Here comes a wing, and it's going to be incomplete. You know, Matt Coulter, our sideline reporter tonight in absence of Scott. Matt, you mentioned about long sustained drive. You know, Talladega, they want the same thing. They want to make this game as short as possible.
You know, I noticed that too, Adam. And if you'll, of course, they probably won't do it now that I'm pointing it out. It looks to me like they are conscious of the fact that they are outmanned as far as numbers are concerned. And it looks to me like they're letting the play clock get inside of 10 on every snap. And my best guess is that would be the reason why.
Yeah, they want to try to make this game as short as possible. Play clock down to 4, 3, and they snap it there. Quarterback looking all over, all kinds of pressure by the Panthers, and that's going to be a sack by Matthew Swain. Swain running him down from the backside. Big number 64 you see here on the replay. Just coming from the backside. Here he comes. Quarterback doesn't know he's back there. Boom.
Credit Coach Johnson and his DBs. Nowhere to go downfield. Quarterback has to eat it.
All right, that's going to be a Heat timeout. Let's take it with him as well. It is a big 4th down and long when we come back. Panthers up 6-0 first quarter. It's Panther football on 94.1 The River.
I'm Laurie Brazier, a realtor with Fields Gossett Realty right here in Pell City. I grew up on Logan Martin Lake and have many special memories of skiing, boating, and cookouts with family and friends. My husband and I bought our first lake home back in 1999, and that began an adventure of making new memories with our own children here in the beautiful Pell City area. I'd like to help you find a way to make memories in your new home. That's my specialty, listening to your needs and helping you buy or sell your own home.
Your exclusive Bobcat dealer for East Central Alabama is Bobcat of Gadsden, and they're a full-line Bobcat dealer for construction and agriculture. They specialize in parts, service, sales, and rentals. And right now they have up to $3,000 in rebates on new purchases and great financing rates. Bobcat of Gadsden, same-day delivery on rentals, factory-trained service technicians, and they're ready to serve you. Call 256-563-4001.
Here comes a punting scenario on 4th down and 13. Pell City with a 6-0 lead, 5.5 left to go. Kentrell Borden watches it hit at the 5 and then go across the goal line. So Pell City will take over at her own 20-yard line. Let's take a look. Alan and David, can we switch over to our stats, see what we had in that opening drive? Our stats brought to you, by the way, from Allen Service Company.
Yeah, pretty clean start, Adam. Our quarterback, Baylor Smith, 3 of 3 through the air for 12 yards. We had 6 carries, 51 yards on the ground, so over 8 yards per carry. That's excellent for a 63-yard drive for Pell City. Just looked good. Everything worked. Even had a 4th down conversion on a 4th and 1 down at the 30. Great start for Pell City. Some different looks, some wrinkles thrown in with Kentrell Borden getting that touchdown from a running back position.
Panthers with their second offensive possession. The quarterback keeper by Smith across the 25. Big old hole right there to the 27-yard line. An 8-yard gain by the quarterback.
Yeah, Baylor Smith's not going to just wow you as a runner, but he has shown to be more than capable at times, and we've seen it here a couple of times already in this first quarter.
And this first quarter, 5:05 left to go as the clock rolls down. Panthers are up 6-0. Empty backfield. You see 5 receivers out there. Here's a quick throw. It's complete to Borden. Borden following some blockers. That's going to be enough for a Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop first down.
Been calling those out aplenty so far here in the first quarter. Want to give a shout out to number 24, Hicks. He lined up. He was one of those trips down low. Gave a very nice block as Borden cut it inside to get that first down.
Going to go down to Matt Coulter right after this play. as the clock continues down, right at about 4.5 left to go in this first quarter. Back split to each side. To the right is Hicks. To the left is Borden. It's the give to Hicks. Spinning out of some defenders. Now reversing field. Can he get rid of one more? No, he can't. About a 2-yard gain. Let's go down to our Bobcat of Gadsden sideline reporter, Matt Coulter.
Thank you, Adam. As important as it was for the Panthers to get a good drive to start this game, equally as important for the defense. They gave up 2 quick big plays, and then they just flat shut Talladega down.
Yep. So Hicks able to make a couple of yards out of that play. He ran about 40. We got 2. 3:50 left to go here in this first quarter. Panthers up 6-0 against Talladega. Twins to each side. One back in the backfield. It's Borden. Smith is looking deep, and he's looking for Smitty, and Smitty with a diving catch inside to 30. Big throw from Smith. Big catch from Smith. It's Baylor Smith to Colin Smith.
Let's look at this on replay, Adam. This is just a beautiful tracking of the ball by number 14, Colin Smith. Baylor puts it out there where nobody but his guy can get it, and let's watch the catch. Diving catch at the 30-yard line. That's a sweet play by number 14, Colin Smith. There's a happy mama listening at Pete Rich Stadium, too.
33-yard gain on that Smith-to-Smith combo.
Holding up a "that's my baby" sign.
Now he wants to go to Smith again on the screen, but just as Baylor's throwing it, he's hit from behind. That ball incomplete, second down. 3:10 left to go. First quarter, Panthers up 6-0 on their second offensive drive of the night.
Yeah, that time pressure came through on a blitz off the end by the Talladega Tigers. Baylor hit right as he releases the ball. We're lucky nothing unfortunate happened for Pell City. It didn't get anywhere near the intended target of 14, Colin Smith.
Again, twins to each side. Looks like Day-Day. That's Reese in the backfield this time. Instead, he's going to throw. Diving catch. Just inside the Coosa Valley Mortgage red zone. The catch there by Caleb Gross.
One of the differences that's happening for Pell City tonight, receivers have room. They're getting separation. Baylor's getting time. That makes all the difference in the world. Baylor was a touch behind on that pass, but number 12, Caleb Gross, able to go down and make a sliding catch on his back shoulder there.
Gross and Borden split to the near side. Smitty, and it looks like McClooney up top. That's Reese in the backfield. That's who he's looking for, and leading Day-Day just a little bit too much. And here comes a 4th down and 1. The ball is at the 19-yard line of Talladega. Pell City with a 6-0 lead. And Lance, I was just about to say it, and I think we can see it. Going to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, unless you have confidence in your kicker from a certain distance, and especially in this phase of the game, as we see Riley Searles coming onto the field as number 15 in an H-back position, no reason not to go for it here on 4th and 1.
Let's see what we got. 4th and 1 from the 19. There is the give to Reese. He gets rid of one defender in the backfield. It's a foot race in the corner. The 10, the 5 makes a move, and he tumbles his way onto the end zone. And the Pell City Panthers, 2 drives on offense and 2 rushing touchdowns. A 19-yard touchdown rush by Day-Day, and the Panthers now up 12-0.
Receivers don't get enough love blocking downfield. You're going to watch one right here at your screen. Look at 14. Tracking his man, getting that last little push, really just got in the way, and that's enough for Day-Day after he shakes off a tackle to break it out to the outside and take it on into the house.
2:24 left to go first quarter. Panthers up 12-0. The PAT by Richard. This one up, and this one is good. Richard, the kicker, getting the PAT. And with 2:24 left to go here in the first quarter, it's Pell City 12 and Talladega nothing. It's Panther football on 94.1 FM The River. Looking to break free with internet that will not hold you back? Only Hargray offers the fastest internet in town with unlimited data, as well as local service and tech support. Try Hargray stress-free with no contracts and a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you want speed, reliability, and great value, call 205-350-9885. Go to hargray.com for more and switch to Hargray today.
It's our Kickoff spectacular.
We're back here.
At McSweeney.
Hello. Hey, McSweeney. By the way, McSweeney has some $9.95 oil change special tomorrow from 8 until noon. That's what Tiffany was just trying to give me some subliminal message there. No joke, $9.95 for oil change tomorrow. Any car, any make, any model. Tax, you got to pay the dollar tax on it. 8 until noon. Not taking reservations or appointments. Just inside the 10, return man. Going far side of the field, tracking him down. Caleb Gross on the far side, and Brian Keller. Is that? Yeah, it looks like one. That's Keller over there.
Adam, as we take a look at that scoring drive for Pell City, look at this. Already 143 total yards. We talked about some of the yardage struggles thus far in the season, having just gotten barely over 200 against Leeds and barely over the century mark. The first game barely over the century mark against Leeds, and then last week barely over 200. But tonight already 142 yards.
Our stats brought to you by Allen Service Company. Want to thank Brian, his great gang there. Longtime supporters here of 94-1 The River and Panther Athletics and Academics. Crunching there, another big play by Matthew Swain. He had a sack earlier in this first quarter. There's a good tackle there for just about a 1, maybe 2-yard gain. 2 minutes left to go first quarter. Panthers up 13-0 here against Talladega.
Something the Panther defense has not had the opportunity to do this year is play with a lead. So again, we want to continue to see tough football and intensity out of this group.
The Battle of the Bridge, a big game going on right down the road. Leeds hosting Moody. Leeds on top 13-6 in that game right now. There's a handoff. The pile makes it to the 30. That's it, a 1-yard gain. Here comes a third down and long.
Riley Searles, along with number 5, Carlos Herring, and number 10, Marquise Bedford, are just a few of the Panthers I saw that got into that tackle. There were at least 2 or 3 more. Excuse me.
Another scoring update, St. Clair County, they're playing Alexandria. That's a region matchup. Alexandria up 14-0 over the Saints. That one in the first quarter. Under a minute left to go on third down and a long 8 from their own 30. Again, that tight formation. We've seen it all night long from Talladega, and we got a timeout on the field by Talladega. We'll take it with them as well. 46 seconds left to go first quarter. Pell City 13, Talladega nothing. It's Panther football on 94.1 FM The River.
Our kickoff spectacular at McSweeney Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Want to stand out from the crowd? Check out our Black Widow lifted trucks. Buy now and get a $2,500 trade-in bonus discount. It's the Make This the Summer event at McSweeney, and we're giving you a $2,500 trade-in bonus discount when you buy at McSweeney Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. I-20 exit 158 under the biggest American flag in Central Alabama.
Finally ready to buy my first home after renting for the last several years. As I started my search, I got overwhelmed by how many websites and confusing listings there are. That's when I found the experts at ERA King. To me, ERA means expertise, reliability, and activity. I depended on them to find a home in my budget, and they didn't stop working until the keys were in my hands. ERA King. To us, it means always doing the right thing for every client. What will ERA mean to you? Find out at eraking.com.
Back here at Pete Rich Stadium, homecoming, and so far so good. The class of 81 out here with their walkers and their canes and everything. Class of 1990 with their Geritol and their AARP cards. Glad to have these two classes back at Pell City. Third down and 8 from their own 30. Here comes a pass, and here comes Matthew Swain again. Quarterback tucks it, runs, and he's going to be upended well short of the first down. Marquise Bedford with a great open field tackle.
Yeah, it was almost as if the quarterback didn't see Bedford. He just comes up and lays a pop on him, bring up a fourth down. And I would think this would be punting territory for the Tigers. You know, I saw Norman out there in that 1981 group, and I was just so happy that he was able to walk under his own power to get out there. It was great to see, and salute him.
Well, he's part of the chain gang, so he uses that, that down marker to hold him up all game. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. Big fourth down when we come back. Probably a punting scenario for Talladega. At the end of one, it's Pell City 13, Talladega nothing. It's Panther football on 94.1 The River.
Since 1989, Metro Bank has continued to build on the philosophy of friendly, caring bankers that work to meet the needs of everyone in the community. Whether it's personal or business checking, investment accounts, consumer and commercial lending, home mortgages, equity lines of credit, and more, Metro Bank would love the opportunity to serve you. Come home to us, Metro Bank. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Good Game Company has been a mainstay in St. Clair County and far beyond since 1955. A strong supporter of local schools and charities, Good Game Company is a believer in giving back to its communities. With nearly 100 employees, their projects include Honda of Alabama, Benjamin Moore, WKW, Metro Bank, and the All-American Ford. Good Game Company, proud to support local athletics and academics. Whether you need storage...
We are back here at Pete Rich Stadium, the Pell City Panthers homecoming. And so far, so good. At the end of the first quarter, it's a 13-0 lead for Pell City. And the Panthers now forcing a punting scenario. Back deep for Pell City. This could be Kentrell Borden. Oh, good high kick. Borden calls for a fair catch, and he does so at the 35-yard line. That's where Pell City will take over. So far, 2 offensive possessions, Lance, and 2 touchdowns. We talked about it in the pregame. We were hoping this was going to be the remedy. This was going to be the game that the offense could finally get clicking. They don't have big numbers on the sidelines. Matter of fact, if we can get a shot of their sidelines, and you'll see with the 11 players they have on the field, they have maybe 11 more on the sidelines. You see right there, not a lot of players. Pan right. There we go. That's good. Now stop. Whoop. Hold on. Where are we going? There you go. So you can see not a lot of players there, and the depth, obviously, especially in the second half, going to play a big factor.
We've had games before, though, where we felt like Pell City was a heavily favored the heavily favored team in the game, and they didn't execute. So it's nice to see them come out here and execute, do well in their first 2 drives. Defense playing well also.
What we got here at quarterback? Looks like we got some Wildcat, I do believe. There is the snap. It is the keeper. Across the 40, and now the pile goes backwards with Caleb Gross after what will be about an 8-yard run by Gross.
Yeah, nice pickup out of Gross on the Wildcat. Didn't know if he was going to keep going to the outside or cut it back. I think he had options both ways. Still a nice gain as he turns it upfield. He will stay in at quarterback.
That's Hicks split to the right of him. One receiver split to each side. I can't tell who the end is right there on the bottom side. Again, the keeper by Gross. This is going to be enough for a first down and a whole lot more across midfield. Gets rid of a defender at the 40, the 35. Drags 2 all the way inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That will be a Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop first down.
And, Adam, that's a difference that Gross is going to give you. He's got that speed when he gets outside. So he shows you there. He can go a long way. Another Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop first down for Pell City.
Going to go down to Matt Coulter right after this play. That was a 30-yard gain there. Gross this time hands it off to Hicks. Not as successful. Let's go down to our Bobcat of Gadsden sideline reporter, Matt Coulter.
Speaking of cats, love the Wildcat. Wouldn't surprise me if in just a minute or 2 they didn't throw out of it. Hey, you guys have got to go easy on this on homecoming with the 90 and 91 classes. I mean, it's 15 years in my rear view mirror, and you're saying they need walkers. What am I, about to take a dirt nap down here? Hey, by the way, Adam, yes. I'm spending the night at your house because I got to get up in the morning and get a $9.95 oil change. Are you kidding me?
Yes, that's crazy, isn't it?
It's great.
By the way,
I'll see you later tonight.
Paul, turn your turn signals off and get out of the left lane. Speaking of looking in the rearview mirror, throwing deep is Gross. He's got Smitty in double coverage. Holy tamale! Oh, man, I thought he brought it down. I think he lost it just as he was coming to the turf. I don't know if we got that or not. Let's take a look at that nice pass by Gross. So Let's see what's happening here on this play, the replay.
Reminiscent of Baylor's play last week. It's in coverage, double coverage this time, but put it where his man could get it. Smitty goes up, makes a nice attempt. Can't control it as he hits the turf, but a nice effort there by number 14. Good pass by Gross as well.
Gross staying out there in quarterback on 3rd down and 10 from the 29. 10 minutes left to go first half. Setting up the wide receiver screen to Day. Makes a spin at the line of scrimmage and gets one more. So a 13-0 lead for Pell City with 9:50 left to go here in the first half.
Day just a little slow getting up. Talking about number 6, Deontay Reese. He is a junior running back, 5'8", 180. And he's going to have to come out of the game. Looks like he's got a little bit of a blown tire there.
And Marquise Bedford, number 10, you see running onto the field in replace of Deontay, better known as Day Reese, here around the campus of Pell City High School. 4th down and 9, going to go for it. Gross got a receiver. It's Smith, makes a move at the 20. First down, spins inside the 10. And that will be a Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop first down.
Well, something's very evident so far this season, and it's getting the ball to number 14. Just doing a great job. He's a big target. He's making some nice open field moves, and just great job by number 14. Can't say enough about the way he's played so far in this one, and it's nice to see him get more involved.
23-yard gain right there. Gross with the keeper on the Wildcat. Inside the 5, the pile continues to move down, and they say the forward momentum stops at about the 1.5-yard line. 8:50 left to go first half. Panthers with a 13-0 lead here. Homecoming for Pell City knocking on the door.
Yeah, just what you want on homecoming. 3rd drive, 3rd opportunity to put it in for 6 right here.
Caleb Gross in at quarterback. Hicks split to the right of him. He's looking to run behind Hicks blocking, but 2 defenders go right around Hicks and crunch Gross. That's going to be a loss of 1 yard back to the 3-yard line. And you look at Caleb Gross, just a sophomore, 6'1", 170. So are we seeing the future of Pell City Panther quarterback with number 12 out there right now? Third down, goal to go from the 3-yard line. Under 8 left to go in this first half. Panthers up 13-0. Again, Gross, he's going to throw this time under a lot of pressure. Oh, look at the face mask come flying off there. I don't know how everybody with a yellow hanky's not throwing it there. Boy, let's watch that one as a replay.
Yeah,
man.
About as blatant a face mask as you're ever going to see right here, folks.
Tore that sucker right off of Gross.
Well defended.
Job, yeah.
He's scrambling, but
hey, he could have done like Ryan Tannehill did last year for the Dolphins. Remember making it late in the season? He threw about a 40-yard completion, but man, glad his head didn't come off with that one. Matt, what'd you see down there? You're right at the 3-yard line.
I saw quarterback looking through his ear hole. And then the helmet came flying off. But that was brutal, and we're lucky there wasn't an injury on it. But speaking of the flags, I was pulling for one. I would have thrown one too.
That's going to be automatic first down, right? I mean, it says 3rd down goal. How is that not an automatic first down? Down marker says 1.
Yeah, I believe we got a first down right here.
All right. Wake up Erskine over there, whoever's holding it. There's a run across the goal line, regardless of what it says. Kentrell Borden takes it from 4 yards out. And Pell City now 3 offensive possessions in the first half and 3 touchdowns as you watch the run by number 2 right there, muscling his way across the goal line. Thank you very much. Dragging a Talladega Tiger across with him.
Yeah, almost identical to the touchdown he had at the west end of the field. Just a great job of blocking, and then Borden doing the rest, fighting off a tackle to get in the end zone, just like he had to the first time around. He's like, hey, I like this running back stuff. 2 TDs tonight.
Awaiting the PAT by Sailor Richard. Plenty of leg. It is up, and it is good. 7:38 left to go first half. It's now Pell City 20, and Talladega nothing. It's Panther football on 94.1 FM The River.
When fire and water threaten your home, hand the cleanup over to the team that stays with you every step of the way in your journey back. ServPro, like it never even happened.
Thinking about buying your first home? Then Coosa Valley Mortgage can help you unlock the door to home ownership. With first-time home buyer programs that can put you in the home of your dreams. Conventional, FHA, USDA, VA, or construction perm options. Call 205-884-2665 or visit CoosaValleyMortgage.com to see what Coosa Valley Mortgage can do for you. Coosa Valley Mortgage, we've got you covered.
Equal housing lender, NMLS 198757.
Okay, welcome back to Pete Rich Stadium. Jake Blackstone kicking off for the Panthers. End-over-end kick down at the 15 where it'll be caught by the Talladega return man, taking a return out across the 40-yard line to the 47, 48-yard line. So nice return by the Talladega Tigers. 7:29 left to go here in the first half. Pell City scoring on every offensive possession thus far, leading 20-0. But Talladega with some good starting field position here as they take the ball out. Looks like the official's going to back it up to the 47, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Talladega Tigers. Pell City's defense playing strong thus far. They've looked pretty solid all season long. Talladega's quarterback in the shotgun position with a running back to his right. He'll drop back and throw it. Hits a receiver for – I was waiting to see if they even lost yardage. Adam, looks like he's going to take it right back to the line of scrimmage where it'll be 2nd and 10. Well defended by the Panther defense.
7:07 as the clock continues to roll here in this first half. It's a 20-0 lead for Pell City. On 2nd down and 10. Appreciate everybody watching, whether you are watching on Facebook or YouTube. Maybe you have the app, the brand new app. Download that app onto your phone. 94.1 FM The River on Google or on Apple. Not much there, maybe a yard up to the 48-yard line. Big 3rd down coming up for the Panther defense here. 20-0 lead, though. 6.5 left to go here in this first half.
Nice job by 37, Bossy, on the tackle. And Adam, before I offend every one of his family members, help me again. Is it Bossy or Bossy?
Bossy.
Bossy is being a little bossy down there to the QB for Talladega. Dropping him maybe a 1-yard gain there. Third and long.
Yeah, 3rd and long, 3rd and 8 from their own 49-yard line. We're under 6 left to go. Play clock at 5. They're going to have to kick a timeout or a penalty, one or the other. And there, the head coach for Talladega does call a timeout. We're going to keep it here. I'll tell you what, we'll keep it here. 5:50 left to go here in this first half. We're going to go down to our Bobcat of Gadsden sideline reporter. Look at Matt Coulter down there.
Yeah, you can just, it's okay. Call me the aged one. I'm all right with that. I've got grandchildren, so all is good in Matt Coulter's life. Number 4, Malik Williams for Talladega is a do-all, carry-all, be-all. He's lined up in like 3 different positions, quarterback, wide receiver, and running back on offense, and then he plays both ways. He's not going to have any trouble getting to sleep on the bus ride back to Talladega.
It's a short jaunt down Highway 34 across Stimley Bridge by the shack and hitting 77 eventually, but you're right, Matt. He'll probably sleep well. We got our timeout out on the field by Talladega there. Their play clock was winding on down, so just keeping it here. Want to say hello to everybody. Hey, if you're watching on Facebook, give us a little comment on the side. We'll give you a shout-out. Where you're watching from, who's with you, All that good stuff. We'll do that over the next couple of minutes. Always like to see where everybody is. So if you're watching on Facebook, give us a little comment on the right-hand side. No bad comments, just good comments.
Matt Coulter getting some love.
Look at him, yeah.
Somebody saying Matt's doing a great job. So, yeah, a lot of experience down there on the sideline. Long-time TV anchor, sports anchor in the Birmingham area.
Let's see, who is that making that comment? Karen Coulter. I wonder if there's any relation there.
That's great. Thank you, sweetie. I love you.
3rd down and 8, and the Panthers are going to stuff that right at midfield. First guy there, Marquise Bedford, making the tackle. Little help from Riley Searles as well.
Hey, Valerie, glad you're listening. I think that's the first hello I've ever had from a fan. It's usually the Adam Stocks fan club up here.
Yeah. All right, let's see if we go through here. Let's see. We got Scott Elliott, our normal sideline guy. He's in Fairbanks, Alaska, up there on vacation. Hey, Scott, we miss you, buddy. Valerie says, hey, Lance. Amanda, watching with a family from Odenville. Adam, watching on Masters Road with Janet and Brock. Hey, Mark, what you doing? Let's see what else we got. James watching from Hoax Bluff on 4th down and 5. The screen pass, and the Panthers just sniffing out. The ball is taken away from the receiver. I think it's Brian Keller who was there and stripped the ball.
You said it, Adam. Kind of reminiscent of the old George Teague play, if you remember from years back, Alabama and Miami, except he was chasing a receiver down from behind. But watch number 1 come up here, make the tackle, and then wrestle the ball away.
Yeah.
There he goes. He's got the football, folks.
Yeah, the big difference between that one and George Teague, no flag. That one counts.
Heck of a play there by number 1, Brian Keller. And, folks, if you ever get around number 1 or just watch him during warm-ups coming out of the locker room or on the field, the young man's having fun. Number 1 has fun on the football field, and I know he enjoyed that play right there.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what else we got. Hey to Paul Denton. He and his wife watching at the house. Eating steak, watching some Panther football. Pretty solid right there. Joe. Hey, Joe. Amanda, class of 94 from Pell City. Andrea, of course, down there in the stand. She's got all her gear. There's a pass, going to be complete to Kentrell Borden, near side, and Borden rambles on in for another touchdown with 4:44 left to go in the first half. That is a 26-yard touchdown by Kentrell Borden.
Don't ever underestimate. I'm going to bring it up again. Great play by Borden. Watch his teammate keep working for him. We're a little late on the replay. 14 again, stock blocking downfield. It's great to see. I like him. We all notice when a guy catches touchdown passes or makes diving plays in the middle of the field. Here we go. We can see it on 14 here. Just got through the block, and that's when you got to let him go. Great job blocking by 14. Great job by 2 getting it done into the end zone.
Awaiting the PAT is up and good. 4:44 left to go here in the first half. It's all Pell City. It's Panther football on 94.1 FM, The River.
If you're looking for a new primary care doctor, consider a complete health practice. As one of the largest independent primary care practices in the Birmingham area, there are several locations in St. Clair County. And as a complete health patient, you can expect excellent service and care centered on you. Visit them at CompleteHealth.com to find a practice nearest you. Complete Health. Patients first, always.
We're back here at Pete Rich Stadium, all Pell City. 4:44 left to go here in this first half. It is a 27-0 lead for Pell City. A little squib there by Jake Blackstone. And another tackle for number 10, Marquise Bedford, this one on special teams.
Adam, just got to call it like I saw it. That was an opportunity for Talladega to have some really good field position with that kick fielded instantly, and being a short kick, Talladega, bless them, they managed to find a way to lose yardage and make the worst out of it.
Clock is at 4:40 here in this first half. This is the remedy game that we were hoping for, especially for the offense of Pell City with a 27-0 lead here.
Notice Matt Coulter having a word with the official down there. I don't know if it was a get-back warning from Matt.
Well, he got one earlier. I saw that get-back over on that side earlier. I didn't say anything.
This was not a call down, I promise.
There's a flag right there on the near side.
Look at Coulter getting us 5 yards, maybe.
Let's see. We're watching the white hat here, mask and all, to see what he comes out with and makes the call with. He is going to say false start against the offense.
I saw Matt Coulter go to the side judge. He said, watch for the false starts. I've been seeing them. Official nodded.
I don't have that much authority, gentlemen.
Matt Coulter. That bird is crazy. I'm Brian Fellows. 4:38 left to go in this first half. Oh, it's good we can have a good time in this first half. 27-0 to lead. There's a pass far side and a big hit by Carlos Herring. Let's see if we have that one on replay there. Big number 5.
This is what you call reading the quarterback. You know where he's going, and you get ahead of steam. Herring sees it, breaks on the ball, puts a big pop on the wide receiver. Everybody having fun. Adam Stock's doing Saturday Night Live impressions, folks, and we're still in the first half. So stay tuned. This could get interesting from the broadcast booth later on tonight.
It is second down, and we'll call it 16. The ball back at the 25-yard line of Talladega. Just a tad under 4 left to go first half. It's a 27-0 lead, and there are flags all over the place. It's going to be another false start against the Talladega Tigers. Don't forget, we're going to have the Pell City High School Marching Band Gold. We'll have their entire performance up here. Want to thank our friends at Good Game Company for helping us put that on all year long, home and away. And Matt Coulter will have a quick word going into the locker room with Coach Wayne Lee. Going to be a much more relaxed Wayne Lee, I think, going into the locker room as opposed to the first 2 games of the season. 27-0 lead here on second down and long. Pass is complete, and it is going to be incomplete. Can't hang on to it after a hard hit. They're going to call targeting, I think. Yeah, I think this is going to be helmet-to-helmet targeting, whatever you want to call it. Let's see.
And it may be on number 37 here. We're going to see Bossy come across on what I call back in the day just a nice lick, but if he went head-to-head, you know they're going to call it. Here comes Bossy.
Yeah.
Close, but I think they're going to get him for head-to-head.
So we'll wait and see what the referee says here. Keep it on. See all the referees conferring there at the 25-yard line. 3:36 on the clock left to go here in this first half. It's a 27-0 lead for the Pell City Panthers. See what the white hat says. If he does the old knuckle to the side, there it is. That's going to be targeting. Coach Wayne Lee doesn't like the call. The helmet is off, or excuse me, the hat is off, and he's just pretty livid. You can see him right there. I think Coach Lee agrees with you, Lance. That's just a good hit.
It was close. I mean, he definitely didn't. I didn't see him lead with the crown of the helmet. Like he just came in and buried his head into it. So I understand Coach's argument. He's always going to take up for his players, too, if he thinks they've been wronged.
That will be a first down. No, it's going to take him a yard short of the first down. That run right there will be enough for a first down up to the 45. Going to be right at about 3 minutes left to go in the first half. Let's go down to our Bobcat of Gadsden sideline reporter, Matt Coulter.
That's a tough call, guys. You know it. We know it. Sometimes the offensive player lowers their head, and then if the defensive player tries to lower his, what is he going to do? Just scrape the grass as he goes up to make the tackle? It used to be, as Lance just said, that used to be just a good old-fashioned hit. But in order to keep the game safe, unfortunately for our Panthers, that's targeting.
There's a handoff, and there are a bunch of Panthers right there. First guy on the scene, it looked like, was that Dunnaville? Yeah, Dunnaville getting the start tonight on the defensive line, and he was all over it, big number 45.
Yeah, Dunnaville with just immediate contact, or really you could say he won the battle at the line of scrimmage, got in the backfield, as it's going to be a loss for the Tigers. Excellent play by 45, Dunnaville.
2:40 left to go here in the first half. The clock continues to roll. A 27-0 lead for the Pell City Panthers. Out of the shotgun, looking for a screen on the far side. He finally dumps it off. It's a dying duck, but incomplete, says the referee on the far side. Third down and long now. Clock stops at 2:21 with a 27-0 lead for Pell City.
64, Matthew Swain, 6'1", 245-pound junior, along with linebacker Brian Keller, putting the pressure on the quarterback for Leeds, chasing him out of the pocket on that incomplete pass.
Let's see. Looks like we got a timeout on the field. We do. White Hat says timeout, Pell City. Let's take it with them as well. 2:25. Make that 2:21 left to go here in this first half. It's Pell City 27, Talladega nothing. It's Panther football on 94.1 FM The River.
Your exclusive Bobcat dealer for East Central Alabama is Bobcat of Gadsden, and they're a full-line Bobcat dealer for construction and agriculture. They specialize in parts, service, sales, and rentals. And right now they have up to $3,000 in rebates on new purchases and great financing rates. Bobcat of Gadsden, same-day delivery on rentals, factory-trained service technicians, and they're ready to serve you. Call 256-563-4001.
Looking to break free with internet that will not hold you back? Only Hargray offers the fastest internet in town with unlimited data as well as local service and tech support. Try Hargray stress-free with no contracts and a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you want speed, reliability, and great value, call 205-350-9885. Go to hargray.com for more and switch to Hargray today.
Welcome back to Pete Rich Stadium on homecoming night. Honored the class of 1981. Norman Wilder, they just played some Gap Band. You dropped the bomb on me for you, buddy. That was a hit back in the day when you were driving those, what was that, the T-Top Z28. I remember it.
Third down and 13 for the Tigers of Talladega from their own 42. 2:21 left to go here. Here comes the blitz. Everybody up the middle, everybody from the side. First guy there was Riley Searles, holds them up enough for about 3 or 4 other Panthers. They get back to their original line of scrimmage, still 4th and 10, though, at their own 45. And the clock is going to be about 1.5 left to go before they have to snap it. And out comes the punter, and back goes Kentrell Borden for the Pell City Panthers.
Just about everything you could ask for from Pell City tonight. Great defense, scoring on every possession offensively. Do we have a special return that could possibly happen? As I asked Alan Rowan and David Birmingham.
Skips right on back. I tell you what, the one part they got covered is the punter for the Talladega Tigers. No doubt about that, man.
He has absolutely been the shining star for the Talladega Tigers. He has put some booming kicks, tight spirals, and a lot of hang time. Well done, Talladega's punter.
132. Does Coach just, run a couple of plays? There's kind of an unwritten rule in high school ball, when you're overmatched and it's just that big of a difference between the two teams. Sometimes the first half is fair game regardless.
I'm going to give you a different scenario. You're 0-2, and it's a chance to work on your 2-minute offense, and it's still in the first half. Might be the last time we see these guys. We'll see.
Smith back in at quarterback. 3 receivers up top and 1 down low. Look at a quick screen there. It's complete far side to Borden. Borden sheds a defender at the 25, driven out of bounds at the 26-yard line. It's about a 7-yard gain by number 2.
And a heads-up play. Not only does he battle for extra yardage, but he does it on the sideline and eventually gets out of bounds to stop the clock. And maybe that's what we're going to see right here, is see if Pell City can work some hurry-up offense just as a game-time real time, I should say, practice scenario.
The clock stopped as he went out of bounds. Kentrell Borden did. And that's, we'll call it a 7-yard gain up to the 26-yard line. There's the fake to Hicks, looking for the receiver near side, sliding, and the catch is made by Caleb Gross, and that's going to be enough for a Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop first down there, and the clock will stop momentarily at 1:17. I think we got a timeout on the field. Waiting for the white hat to give indications. There we go. We got a timeout. We're going to take it with him, Tiffany. Timeout by Pell City. 1:17 left to go first half. It's Pell City 27, Talladega nothing. It's Panther football on 94.1 The River.
Thinking about buying your first home? Then Coosa Valley Mortgage can help you unlock the door to home ownership. With first-time home buyer programs that can put you in the home of your dreams. Conventional, FHA, USDA, VA, or construction perm options. Call 205-884-2665 or visit CoosaValleyMortgage.com to see what Coosa Valley Mortgage can do for you. Coosa Valley Mortgage, we've got you covered.
Equal housing lender, NMLS 198757.
We're back here at Pete Rich Stadium, homecoming, and the remedy that we were hoping for as the Panthers are up 27-0, $1:17 left to go here in this first half, and Pell City with the ball at our own 34-yard line. And what beautiful weather, huh?
Yeah, the humidity really went away the latter half of the week.
Smith under pressure. Gets rid of one guy. Borden spins. Another one. Is there a face mask? Boy, I sure thought I saw his helmet go sideways. But he's going to get up to the 38-yard line. Got a replay of that, see if we got a helmet anywhere. I mean, a face mask. Sure looked like it. Let's see right here. The next one, as we look in. He just got the helmet.
This play is going to be blown dead as we return to live action. I think they're going to get Pell City for a false start.
47 seconds left to go on the clock here, first half. 27-0 lead for the Pell City Panthers. Homecoming, out of region, out of classification game. We go back in region play next week at Oxford, then at Calera, at Arab. Our only game left at home is going to be against Springville, week number 7. And then the final 3, we're going north, at Fort Payne, at Scottsboro, at May Jemison. Might as well just get a hotel room for those 3 nights way up there.
2nd and 11 and the clock going under 40 seconds. If we're serious about trying to score here before the end of the half, we're going to have to throw the ball downfield. Back it up 5 more.
Yeah, you could see the receiver in the slot there just take off early. And Smitty says, come on, MJ. MJ's patting himself. Let's go down to our Bobcat of Gadsden sideline reporter, Matt Coulter.
Lance nailed it. You don't come out throwing and calling timeouts if you're not trying to work on your 2-minute drill. And that is the reason. The 2 straight consecutive flags is why you need to work on your 2-minute offense.
Well, with 31.8 left to go here in this first half and a couple of back-to-back penalties, it's now 2nd down and 15. The ball back at our 29-yard line. Baylor Smith at quarterback, 2 receivers to each side. Split to the back, looks like Hicks. Play action to Hicks. It's complete far side across the 40 and out of bounds. Let's see where they say. Is that Gross with a catch? Yeah, 12 Gross. He goes out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 3rd and 4.
Allen Service Company stats, Adam. Pell City over the 250-yard mark here in the first half. That's more yards than we've had in either total, I should say, in either of the first 2 games of the season.
Yeah, our first 2 games, I think we were about 230 yards total for games 1 and 2. And as Lance just pointed out, 270 here in this first half. On 3rd down and 4, Smitty looking. Oh, man, goes right through the hands of the intended receiver, Ashton Harville. That might have been Harville's first target of the season, too, from the quarterback. And that's one way to make sure you don't get a second target very quickly.
In his defense, he was recovering from a big hit that he got prior to the ball being thrown, and I think it was a legal hit because of the distance from the line of scrimmage, but a linebacker just chucked him one as he came across the middle, and then he had to gather himself and try to catch the ball.
4th down and 4, the Panthers showing punt. Jake Blackstone going to be backing up about his 25-yard line here.
First drive of the night, Pell City couldn't put points on the board, but protecting a very nice 27-zip lead. So we've got a timeout on the field.
Yeah, I don't think we were short a guy. We had 10 out there on special teams, so we had to call a timeout. Actually, I think we had 9 as I looked them. They're coming off here. I think we had 9 out there. So a couple of guys sleeping on the sidelines. They're going to get an earful from Coach Lee and the special teams coach.
And you know, our Bobcat of Gadsden sideline reporter was on easy street until this possession. You know, now you got them going backwards with penalties everywhere. Coach got 9 guys on the field, and his head's exploding.
And you get to talk to him here shortly.
Yeah, well, that's about the only thing that's gone wrong for Pell City in the first half here.
I think you're still safe.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Like I just said, not much has gone wrong at all.
Yeah. 13 seconds left to go here in this first half. And, Matt, we'll have a quick word with Coach Wayne Lee going into the locker room here in 13.6 seconds. 27-0 lead for Pell City over Talladega. Again, we'll take a listen to the complete halftime show by the Pell City High School Marching Band of Gold. Jake Blackstone. Jake, what are you doing? Well, he's going to give him 2 is what he's going to do.
And you know what?
That's a sophomore. Flag. And we got a flag on the near sideline at the 20.
And here's the thing. That happened in the first quarter of a game early, and that's what they wanted him to do. But I guarantee you they're going to say, well, we didn't want you to do it right there. Because with 9 seconds left, we were going to make Talladega try to earn it. But I guarantee you that kid was doing the last thing he was instructed to do by the coach if a punt went over his head.
Yeah, Jake Blackstone, just a sophomore. You know, his first year starting on offense or starting as a starter on varsity. And his first, if you remember, the very first snap of the season against Leeds, about the 20-yard line to her left, it sailed right over his head. Welcome to varsity, sophomore. That one right there, that's the difference between, you know, a year from now where he's going to say, all right, we got 5 seconds left. Let me fall out on the 20, as opposed to let me see my soccer skills how it works here. Not going to hurt us by any means.
But he went straight soccer mode, too.
Yes, he did.
Like he made no attempt to pick that ball up. He started kicking it. He's letting his soccer instincts take over, and he was kicking that ball down the field.
He held his hands back and everything. All right, let's see. That is going to be a safety, as you saw the white hat there indicate, against the Panthers there, as Jake was kicking the ball out of the back of the end zone. 27-2 now will be the score with 5 seconds left.
We can laugh up here because it's 27-2. Coach is not happy. This is not what he wanted to see, not the last 2 minutes of this, really the last minute and a half. He was probably pleased up until the last minute and a half.
Yeah, he probably is ready to get in the locker room, and what was going to be a really good halftime speech probably has turned into a pretty good chewing now. Just attention to detail, you know. It's simple. You got a big lead, and all of a sudden you're forgetting about attention to detail. Let's go back to Matt Coulter on our sidelines, our Bobcat of Gadsden sideline reporter.
This doesn't bode well for me, does it? I mean, it was near perfect into the last couple of minutes, but we'll be talking with Coach in just a couple of seconds. Back to you, Adam.
I just saw a fist pump from Scott Elliott in Fairbanks, Alaska. He's 0-2 this year and had some tough conversations with Coach at the half. But Pell City doing well tonight, 27-2, despite the mental breakdowns here in the last 90 seconds of the first half.
Give you a few more shout-outs out there. Let me see. We got, blah, blah, blah. Darlene says, make sure you zoom in on the Band of Gold. We always do that, Darlene. We love the Band of Gold. There's the free kick by Blackstone. Running to catch right at midfield. They say 49-yard line. Let's see. Samantha, she's ready to see the dance line. Our buddy Eric Harmon, the melting intern, watching at home from Asheville. Let's see, what else we got? Paul, we talked about Paul eating a steak a little bit earlier, watching the ball game tonight. Appreciate everybody watching on either YouTube or Facebook, which either one. Don't forget about our brand new app that we launched just yesterday in the App Store. 2 clicks on the app, and you're watching football on your phone, and then you can mirror it onto your smart screen. Go to the App Store and search, whether it's Google or Apple, 94.1 FM The River.
Some nice-looking dads and daughters at 6:30 before the game for the homecoming court tonight.
Boy, this is a long 2 minutes, this last 2 minutes of this half. Goodness gracious, we got a timeout on the field by Talladega with 5 seconds left to go here in this first half. We're going to talk to Coach eventually, I promise you. It was a pretty fast-paced game, crisp, especially on Pell City side, has turned into a little quicksand out there lately.
Yeah, for a minute we were going to get the first half, I should say, in the books by 8 p.m. That has gone nowhere fast.
Tina, hey Tina. Tina's streaming it off of her phone onto the big screen at her house. We're glad that you're watching. Hey Kelly. Hey Joe. Joe's a fan of Coach Simmons there. And don't forget, we will have the Pell City High School Marching Band of Gold coming your way. We'll have the whole performance zooming in on everybody and all. There we go, 5.7. Let's get this play in the books, for Pete's sakes. Just heaving it far side, and it is going to be incomplete. And that finally will take us to the end of the first. No, we got a flag at the 30-yard line on the far side.
And it's the right call. As much as I hate to say it, he was grabbing him. He was holding him and grabbing him. He lost him on the coverage and didn't want to take the chance of it going for 6. So we're going to have a timeless play.
Yep, you see the flag there at the 30 as the referee who threw it's picking it up. That's going to be a hold against Pell City. And the clock on the scoreboard says 0.0. It also says Pell City 27 and Talladega 2. So they march it to the 39-yard line. Don't know if the quarterback still has enough arm once he drops back in the pocket a little bit to get it the 40 yards to the end zone after what we just saw there. See the 2 receivers to each side. You see the 3 safety valves way back there about the 20-yard line. That one's on the turf. Quarterback says, I don't want to get it. So one of the Panthers, Riley Searle, says, I'll take it, thank you. All right, let's go down to Matt Coulter with Coach Wayne Lee.
Thank you, Adam. Coach, with the exception of the last couple of minutes, it's almost a perfect game.
Yeah, I mean, we got the offense rolling, defense is playing good right there. The last part of the game, look, we're trying to, we got a check built in off the run right there. We're trying to run the ball, get out of the half, let the clock run out, and we throw a pass right there, and then we get the 4th down, snap it over the head, and then everything just falls apart right there. We got to be smarter than that.
Yeah, but please emphasize some of the positives in
the first 20 minutes. No. I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're running the ball. We're able to throw it when we want to. We're picking up big hunks running, and defensively we've held them to nothing in the first half right there. So, yeah, there are a lot of positives going on.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Go say hello to your Panthers for us. Adam?
Matt Coulter along with head football coach Wayne Lee. Let's take a timeout. We're going to take a listen into the Pell City High School Marching Band of Gold. When we come back, we'll take a look at our first half stats. We'll look at some scores from across the river listening area as well and across the region. Look at region standings, all that good stuff. Stick around. It's Panther football at the half. Pell City 27, Talladega 2. Panther football on 94.1 FM The River. Hi, I'm Adam Stocks, owner of 94.1 FM The River. Thanks for watching high school football here on our social media platforms, whether you're watching Pell City or Springville. Also want to thank our advertisers who support us and allow us to bring this product to you absolutely free of charge. You pay nothing to watch this broadcast thanks to our advertisers. So if you need their services, please give them a call. If you know them or you're around town, stop by, let them know that you appreciate them supporting our communities and our teams, and we ask that you do the same. If you have a business that you would like to get in front of nearly 20,000 eyeballs every Friday night, between Pell City and Springville, nearly 20,000 views for these 2 football broadcasts, you can shoot us an email, adamstocks@theriver941.com. That's adamstocks@theriver941.com. Go Panthers, go Tigers.
If you're looking for a new primary care doctor, consider a complete health practice. As one of the largest independent primary care practices in the Birmingham area, there are several locations in St. Clair County. And as a complete health patient, you can expect excellent service and care centered on you. Visit them at CompleteHealth.com to find a practice nearest you. Complete Health. Patients first, always.
I'm Laurie Brazier, a realtor with Fields Gossett Realty right here in Pell City. I grew up on Logan Martin Lake and have many special memories of skiing, boating, and cookouts with family and friends. My husband and I bought our first lake home back in 1999, and that began an adventure of making new memories with our own children here in the beautiful Pell City area. I'd like to help you find a way to make memories in your new home. That's my specialty, listening to your needs and helping you buy or sell your own home.
Your exclusive Bobcat dealer for East Central Alabama is Bobcat of Gadsden, and they're a full-line Bobcat dealer for construction and agriculture. They specialize in parts, service, sales, and rentals. And right now they have up to $3,000 in rebates on new purchases and great financing rates. Bobcat of Gadsden, same-day delivery on rentals, factory-trained service technicians, and they're ready to serve you. Call 256-563-4001.
Looking to break free with internet that will not hold you back? Only Hargray offers the fastest internet in town with unlimited data as well as local service and tech support. Try Hargray stress-free with no contracts and a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you want speed, reliability, and great value, call 205-350-9885. Go to hargray.com for more and switch to Hargray today.
Back here at Pete Rich Stadium, it's all Pell City with the exception of the last 2 minutes or so. A very crisp first half for Pell City on offense and on defense. 16:20 left to go here as a halftime festivities. You can see the Talladega band out there right now. Of course, we'll have the whole Pell City High School Marching Band of Gold performance coming up. Let's take a look at our first half stats, which of course brought to you by Allen Service Company. Lot better looking tonight than they were the first two ball games. As we take a look at the air raid, 10 of 13 for Baylor Smith for 94 yards. We also had Gross throwing the ball quite a bit. Caleb Gross in there. He threw the ball. He went 3 for 4 for 53 yards. So combining Smith and Gross at quarterback, 13 of 17. For 147 yards. On the ground is where we've really been struggling as well. On the ground as a team, 15 rushes, 123 yards. So a total of 270 offensive yards in the first half for Pell City. Let's take a look at some of the numbers individually, running and receiving. Let's start off with the runners here. Let's see. We got Hicks. Wow, Hicks only 4 carries and 8 yards tonight. No, I think those are catches. Let me see. Blah, 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 blah. Nope, those are rush. Yeah, Hicks, 4 rushes for 8 yards. Reese, 1 rush for 19 yards. Baylor Smith, 2 rushes for 16 yards. And we've got, let's see, that's Gross. Yeah, Caleb Gross, 4 carries for 40 yards. Kentrell Borden, 3 carries for 26 yards. And McClure, 1 carry for 14 yards. The receiving end, let's see, Smitty, 4 catches for 67 yards. That's Colin Smith, 4 catches for 67 yards. You got Kentrell Borden, 4 catches for 47 yards. Caleb Gross, 3 catches for 28 yards. Day Reese, 1 catch for 4 yards. So Caleb Gross, 28 yards receiving. He's had 53 yards passing, and he's also had 40 yards rushing. So he's filling the stat line tonight. Also want to point out Hicks has 1 catch for 2 yards. So there's your stats, your halftime stats brought to you by Allen Service Company. Again, 270 total yards coming into this game, y'all. Combined our offense against Leeds and against Southside in games number 1 and 2, right at about 230 yards. And we're sitting at 270 right now as we wait for the Pell City High School marching band of gold to hit. Let's take a look at the remaining schedule for Pell City High School. You know, it's been nice these first 3 games. The scores haven't been nice, but the accommodations here at Pete Rich Stadium for Panther fans, always good when you're at the house. So you see the Leeds game losing 17-0 here at Pete Rich. Last week at Pete Rich, lost to Southside 21-14. And tonight, hopefully everything continues on track and we'll put a W there. But as you see, we have 7 games left after tonight, and 6 of those 7 are on the road. At Oxford with a big region matchup. At Calera, that is not a region matchup. At Arab, straight up 231. Taking on the Knights there, and that is going to be a region matchup. Then we've got our lone home game on the stretch here. It's going to be senior night on October the 8th. That's the Springville Tigers. That is a region matchup. And in those final 3, we're going to be putting some miles on the car, the Rivermobile, at Fort Payne, at Scottsboro, and at May Jemison. So that is what we're looking at on the Panther schedule. We'll have all those games for you. And Willing, it depends on the visiting, I should say. When we're on the road, it depends on that principal and that coach whether they allow us to live stream video or not. If they don't, we'll have the audio for you, and we'll have the video for you later on that evening or early Saturday morning. Hopefully, we're able to get that live stream for you. All right, let's take a timeout here. When we come back, we will have the Pell City High School marching band of gold as they are making their way out onto the field. At the half, it is Pell City 27 and Talladega 2. It's Panther football on 94.1 FM The River.
Our kickoff spectacular at McSweeney Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Used cars specially priced as low as $199 a month. Plus, introducing our black tie experience. Every McSweeney vehicle now comes with 2 years free maintenance and free car washes. Plus, McSweeney makes it happen with all kinds of credit every day. That's McSweeney Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. I-20 exit 158 under the biggest American flag in Central Alabama.
Since 2002, State Representative Randy Wood has been serving the people of District 36 with pride and integrity. Randy Wood also knows what it's like to run a small business, having owned and operated Wood's Auto Body Shop for years. And Randy also served in the Alabama National Guard. State Representative Randy Wood, a proud supporter of athletic and academic excellence in Alabama schools. And go Panthers!
This is Teresa Carden with Lake Home Loans at Classic Home Mortgage. Our team works together to carry you to your goal to purchase or refinance for better rates, shorter terms, or cash out, or all 3. Good luck to the Pell City Panthers for a winning season. Play-by-play and working together, you can win. Let our team take you play-by-play to your home loan goals. Teresa Carden, Classic Home Mortgage, 205-405-0603. That's 205-405-0603.
Hi, I'm Adam Stocks, owner of 94.1 FM The River. Thanks for watching high school football here on our social media platforms, whether you're watching Pell City or Springville. Also want to thank our advertisers who support us and allow us to bring this product to you absolutely free of charge. You pay nothing to watch this broadcast thanks to our advertisers. So if you need their services, please give them a call. If you know them or you're around town, stop by. Let them know that you appreciate them supporting our communities and our teams, and we ask that you do the same. If you have a business that you would like to get in front of nearly 20,000 eyeballs every Friday night, between Pell City and Springville, nearly 20,000 views for these 2 football broadcasts, you can shoot us an email, adamstocks@theriver941.com. That's adamstocks@theriver941.com. Go Panthers, go Tigers. The Pell City High School Marching Band of Gold doing a fantastic job as always. Mr. Corey Funderburg, the band director. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Hey, thanks to our friends at Good Game Company for allowing us to bring that entire Marching Band of Gold halftime performance to you. All right, we got about 3 minutes away from the teams making their way back out onto the field. And we will come back with the second half kickoff. At the half, it's Pell City 27 and Talladega 2. Homecoming on 94.1 FM, The River.
I'm Laurie Brazier, a realtor with Fields Gossett Realty right here in Pell City. I grew up on Logan Martin Lake and have many special memories of skiing, boating, and cookouts with family and friends. My husband and I bought our first lake home back in 1999, and that began an adventure of making new memories with our own children here in the beautiful Pell City area. I'd like to help you find a way to make memories in your new home. That's my specialty.
Looking for a little more comfort in your life? Don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. And at Allen Service Company, they'll show you the full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems. Turn to the experts at Allen Service Company, where financing is available, subject to credit approval. Call 205-338-2311, 205-338-2311, or visit online at allenservicecompany.com.
Kickoff spectacular at McSweeney Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Used cars specially priced as low as $199 a month. Plus, introducing our black tie experience. Every McSweeney vehicle now comes with 2 years free maintenance and free car washes. Plus, McSweeney makes it happen with all kinds of credit every day. That's McSweeney Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. I-20 exit 158 under the biggest American flag in Central Alabama.
Since 2002, State Representative Randy Wood has been serving the people of District 36 with pride and integrity. Randy Wood also knows what it's like to run a small business, having owned and operated Wood's Auto Body Shop for years. And Randy also served in the Alabama National Guard. State Representative Randy Wood, a proud supporter of athletic and academic excellence in Alabama schools. And go Panthers!
This is
Back here at Pete Rich Stadium, the Pell City Panthers and the Talladega Tigers. It's homecoming for Pell City as we've got about 3 or 4 minutes left until we kick this sucker off here in the second half. All Pell City, 27-2 is our score. Pell City looking really good. 270 offensive yards in the first half. That's more than Pell City had in the first 2 games combined. So 8 quarters of football didn't equal the 2 quarters of football in this first half so far, Pell City offensively. And it's been a pretty good game. You know, the last, if you were watching or listening the last 2 minutes of the game, it was sloppy. Sloppy on Pell City's end, penalties, bad snap on a punt, resulting in the punter, Jake Blackstone, punting that sucker out of the back of the end zone. And that gave 2 points. That's how Talladega got their 2. Not a whole lot of offense. Hey, David, will you throw it over on the stats for Talladega as we take a look at the homecoming queen there? Do we have her name? Yeah, we don't have any information that was given to us by the high school, unfortunately. So that's what we got. Who is it? Say it louder. It's Gabrielle Santiago. Is that? Oh, yeah, there's Alex and Mrs. Santiago. So congratulations there. So we look at the stats. Let me go back to the stats, the Talladega stats here. 270 total for Pell City. Talladega, 44. 3 of 5 through the air for -3 yards. 13 rushes for 47 yards. And a total of 44 offensive yards for Talladega. So You know, Lance, Pell City, again, with the last you take the last 2 minutes of the game, the first half out, Pell City, everything went their way.
It sure did. It was a lot of fun to call up here and get a little comedy from you as well. I got to give a shout-out to Alex Santiago, former Panther. Excellent running back for Pell City back in the day, talking about 89-90 seasons, maybe even 88, 89, 90. And Alex went and helped start that football program down at UAB that has become so successful now. I know he was down there right around the club phase and it was going into its first official team year.
Was he? So he was in the club team way back when?
Either the club team or maybe even when they first got started.
Let's go down to our Bobcat of Gadsden sideline reporter, Matt Coulter.
Just had a little chat with Coach Lee, and he wanted to make sure that he emphasized more positive than negative, but then we started laughing about it. He says, well, the last 2 minutes you just imploded. And he said, I know, and you're you're only as good as your last song, so that's what he was emphasizing. But I think he was telling me that so I could tell everybody watching and listening that he's real proud of the way they played the first half.
Yeah, Matt, you kind of caught him on that really to remind him, but he's coaching football, and I just had a feeling with everything that was going on right there that he was not going to be happy even with that lead. He just wanted to execute.
Blackstone kicking from right to left, and a flag down right at the line of scrimmage where Pell City's kicking. So somebody went across that white line before it was kicked. That'll back us up 5 yards. Hey, I want to thank some of our great sponsors, and I know you've seen the commercial if you've been watching, or I've thanked some of our sponsors. You know, we bring this to you free of charge, and that's courtesy of our fine advertisers, and we couldn't do it without them. It's a big setup we got up here, and we appreciate them helping us get this on the air. So as you're watching the game, we go to commercial breaks, things like that. Make sure you pay attention. Try to visit those folks. If you know them, shoot them a text tonight, Facebook message. Go by their business. Let them know that you appreciate them supporting Panther athletics and academics. We'll highlight some of those businesses, some of our bigger sponsors as we go through the second half here. So we back up 5 yards to our 35-yard line to our right here. End over end kick, return man at the 25. The near side, now he's going to go way to the visitor side over there. Across the 35 to the 36-yard line. I want to thank Hargray Communications and McSweeney Automotive, our two main title sponsors, helping us put Panther football on the live stream on Facebook and on YouTube. Want to thank Bobcat of Gadsden, our sideline reporter. Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop sponsoring our first downs. Allen Service Company, longtime sponsor of Panther football here, sponsoring stats. Serve Pro of St. Clair County with game time conditions. And Coosa Valley Mortgage with our Coosa Valley Mortgage Red Zone.
Adam, a lot of what you're talking about is community, and we do want to thank our sponsors. We want to thank our listeners for not only listening, but their patronage to those sponsors, as we have an incomplete pass there for Talladega. And also thank you and 94.1 The River for what you mean to this community. I know you're running a station that addresses all types of issues when they happen, weather crisis and things of that nature, and it's good for the community. While I'm on that subject, quickly, as we have the white hat marking off the penalty against Talladega, I got a message from one of our listeners, Valerie Rich Shear, and she wanted me to let everyone know that Barrett Haynes has auditioned for The Voice, and it will premiere Monday, 9/20. And Adams is hooked on that show. That's his favorite program.
Love it. That and Naked and Afraid. I'm all into it, man. They combined them where they were singing Naked in the Amazon.
Valerie, I tried.
Binge watched that, man, all weekend long. 27-2, Pell City on top, just starting the third quarter here. Lots of pressure. Quarterback throws it away. Interception by Pell City. It's going to be a pick six. There's Carlos Herring. on the near sideline, and that is a quick 6. That is going to be a 47-yard touchdown for Carlos Herring, as we'll watch this one again on replay here.
Herring breaks on the ball well. First of all, there's great pressure. You see Riley Searles putting the pressure on the QB, chasing him out of the pocket. Cameron's going to be a little slow getting over, but there's Herring with the ball. He makes an excellent break on an underthrown pass, and they just had one man to block, and they did it easily. Herring gets every corner's dream, DB's dream, corner or safety.
We're going to let's watch this again. We get a little wider camera angle here. There we go.
Underthrown ball. He's broken well in front of the receiver. To the house. Pick 6.
As we go back to live play here, we're going to watch Sailor Richard attempt this PAT to the upright to our left. A good snap. The place, the kick is up, and it is good. 11:35 left to go here in the third quarter. Pell City now with a 34-2 lead. Let's take a quick timeout. It is Panther football here on 94.1 FM The River. Keep it here. I'll let you finish up that. Thought we were going to break. We'll go down to Matt Coulter instead. What are you doing down there?
Well, they ran the touchdown right in front of me, and you don't get pick 6s by accident. Quarterback telegraphed the pass, picked off, but I got to give a tip of the helmet to Isaiah Bossy. He threw a block right here at the 15-yard line, and that's what sent him into the end zone. So you think pick 6 is all about the DB. Everybody was aware who had the football, and they were all downfield blocking, especially Bossy.
I love it, Matt. Just like we had Colton Smith on 2 of the touchdowns tonight. He didn't make the actual touchdown, but just a receiver downfield blocking for his teammate, just like Bossy on that interception return. Nice catch.
So Pell City going to be kicking it away again. Here comes Blackstone. End over and kick, short one, taken at the 21 near side. Good special teams coverage right there. Making the tackle, number 84 for Pell City, Ryan Bowling on special teams.
Bossy right there on that one too, number 37.
Bowling, the senior, 5'8", 145. Not a whole lot to him, but he got down there quickly and a nice tackle down low. Good homecoming parade today. Did you make the homecoming parade by any chance?
I was not able to. Some of us have to work.
What does that mean?
I'm just glad you got to be there.
All this crap you think sets up by itself in the middle of the day?
I'm sure you were done by 11, golfing
this kind of
by
abuse.
noon.
Could be at the house right now watching this game instead of being here with you.
Buffalo Wild Wings at 2, caught the parade at 3.
First down 10, and there's a flag coming out of the backfield. You see on the right side of the screen, the referee, that's who threw it. We'll go to the white hat now.
Alan Rowan says delay of game, and he's all over it.
Yep.
Our spotter, Alan Rowan, always appreciated. He does more than just spot. Keeps us aware of flags and calls.
He can put some chicken fingers down, too, can he? Did you see him today?
Chicken fingers?
Woo!
That was just the start.
Those Bucky Nuggets, man, it didn't stand a chance in front of Alan Rowan.
Beaver Nuggets were gone.
First down 15 after that delay of game. Panthers all over it, the entire left side of the defense, the line and the linebackers right there.
Adam just got his own pack of Beaver Nuggets.
I don't think I saw my diet for Diet Boy. We had a John Simpson sighting earlier today, too. Did you see that? He came in the first half of the ball game. Where'd he go? Did he go home?
Bedtime. Bedtime for Simpson.
Deputy 5 had the night off. Second down and 16. 10:50 left to go here in this third quarter. It's a 34-2 lead for Pell City over Talladega. Talladega just overmatched on the field and also on the sidelines. Really, on the play there, they gain about 10. Talladega has, maybe a dozen players on the sidelines? Maybe not even that many. A lot of their guys going both ways. Hey, I want to remind you all out there, you can watch Panther football live on Friday nights. You can listen to the River live on our our app, our brand new app that we launched yesterday. Either store, Google or Apple, go and check out 94.1 FM The River. Quick screen pass, complete. And the guy who just had a pick six with a nice open field tackle, Carlos Herring there.
Herring playing well. And speaking of the depth issue for the Tigers, Adam, I did my best to count. Looked like we had 11 on the field for the Tigers and 12 on the sideline.
I caught that, Andrea. I caught that. 4th down and 8 from their own 28-yard line. So punting from left to right. The punter standing just inside the 15. Should be Kentrell Borden right there, right at about our 45 to the right. Oh, that's not going to be returnable. High kick right there. Takes a decent Talladega bounce. Hit it about the 40-yard line of Talladega, rolled across midfield and down at the 40 of Pell City. Not pretty, but pretty effective.
Watching to see who comes out for Pell City. Looks like we'll still see the first team offense here, 9:09 in the third quarter.
Let's go down to our Bobcat of Gadsden sideline reporter, Matt Coulter down there.
Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Lance. Borden, the punter for Talladega, has been one of the only bright spots for Talladega, who comes into this game 0-3. And even on that one, it went 20 yards and then it rolled 20. So Borden's a highlight.
Yeah, he might be their offensive, defensive, and special teams player of the game for Talladega tonight. 9:09 left to go, third quarter. Under pressure. Smith at quarterback. Finds Smith at receiver, and Smitty does haul it down. It's going to be up to the 47, 48-yard line.
5th catch of the night for Colin Smith. He's got 74 yards. Beautiful 34-yard diving catch in the first quarter. Our quarterback, Baylor Smith, 14 of 18 for 154 yards. Always stats provided to you by Allen Service Company.
There's the give to Hicks. Got a little running room near side. The 40, the 35, the 30, driven out of bounds for a Main Street drugs and gift shop before he goes out at the 28-yard line.
Hicks actually was 4 carries for only 8 yards before that run.
Hey, I'd love to give you a shout-out if you're watching on Facebook right now. Throw us a little message on the side right there. Who you're watching with, where you're watching from. Like to always see where all of our listeners are watching from. There's Smith across the middle of the field, and, boy, he was looking for McClooney. McClooney wasn't looking for it, though. And down the far sideline, Smith, who throws the interception, is able to save the pick six, but not before it's returned all the way down to the Panther 43-yard line.
Yeah, McClooney did not have his head turned around at that time, and he ran right past the football. He and Baylor will get together and talk about it for a second right now, saying either, hey, I was off on the pass or you were off on the timing of the route. Needless to say, it's an interception for Talladega and a nice return as they'll take the ball all the way into Pell City territory. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 43. 8:21 left to go in the third quarter. Pell City up 34-2 on Talladega.
Panthers now back on defense. Oh, hard hit. Another big play by Marquise Bedford, man. Just a good tackle down low. That's a 2-yard loss.
Bedford has definitely made his presence known tonight.
Under 8 left to go in the third quarter. Pell City still with a 34-2 lead here. Let me get some shout-outs here. Hey, look it. We got top prospect, Thay Beavers. The Deuce, if I remember right, back in the day, playing a little receiver and defensive back. Donna watching in Lee County. Hey, Julie, she's always watching and listening. Oh, Flip Wilson. Flip watching from Kobe's. You think he's Kobe's as in the Japanese steakhouse?
Elliott, fine quarterback for the Panthers back in his day. Cindy Grimes,
get
a haircut. I'm going to have to get Cindy to style my hair up.
Flip, man, he played quarterback. He played tight end, played a little linebacker, played a little fullback. He was kind of our Swiss Army knife there for a couple of years.
John Simpson is alive and well.
Oh,
in
there
the
he
booth.
is. Yeah, we're just talking about him. Old Thay Beavers. He's over he's in enemy territory, man. He's over in Oxford watching some Panther football right now. We'll be over there in your neck of the woods next week, Thay. Put a little thumping on the Yellow Jackets, which, by the way, I think the Yellow Jackets are losing the South Side right now. The last score I had, South Side 21, Oxford 17.
Wow.
This is the year for the Yellow Jackets to be gotten.
They giving some love to some family. Number 10, Marquise Bedford, his cousin.
Miss Pac-Man. She's a Panther fan, too. Waka, waka, waka. Second down and 11 for Talladega. 7:40 left to go here in this third quarter. The Panthers with a 34-2 lead. Good tackle there. Another tackle by Matthew Swain. Matthew getting the start tonight on defensive line, and he's making a case to be out there a whole lot more.
I didn't catch Coach's show. I've noticed Sisson, 11, on the sideline. Didn't know if that was an injury situation, just not sure. He's dressed out. He has been the standout and star of this Panther defense.
Third down and 8 from the Panther 41. Panthers with a 34-2 lead here. 7 minutes left to go. There's the fake toss. Going deep. 2 defenders back there. Oh, they're going to call pass interference. That'll be a first down.
Look, we got our listeners helping us. Looks like number 11 is nursing an injury.
All right.
That can be a situation where maybe let's not use him this week. He's dressed out. Maybe if he was needed, but let's get him back healthy.
Matt, I can't tell you if you want us or not, or your mic is on. You want us or you just...
I always love talking to you guys. I was infatuated. I'm going to try and get a shot of it later. I was infatuated. I guess you guys know this, but there's a drone that hovers over the end zone, and then there's an operator over here, and they're looking. Gives you the ability to you can review the play immediately.
Pretty cool. We've run into an occasion, especially when we first started using it a couple of years ago on the road, of the home team when we're visiting, of no, you can't use a drone. And then it got to the point where you can have a drone, but they have to stay in the end zones. Can't go over the field of play in high school. First down after that pass interference. Up the middle, maybe a yard. And again, Matthew Swain with a big tackle right there. The gain, very minimal. Let me give you some scoring updates from across the river listening area. Wow, how about this one from the region? Here's an update. Southside 28, Oxford 17. Wow. Bad things happening over there in Oxford. The Battle of the Bridge, Leeds 26, Moody 13. A team we'll see a little bit later, Calera on top of Chilton County. Alexandria all over St. Clair County, 43-0, thanks to the Whacker Man with some scores there. Receiver open on the far side. Luckily, the quarterback overthrows him.
Yeah, that was their chance right there in terms of scoring so far in this game. He did have his receiver open on the route. Ball just a little overthrown. Can't pull it in. Pell City catching a break there. 6:05 left to go now in the third quarter. 34-2 on homecoming.
We got a heat timeout. We'll take it with them as well. Again, 34-2 the score. Pell City on top. It's Panther football on 94.1 FM The River.
I'm Laurie Brazier.
Back here at Pete Rich Stadium, the Pell City Panthers all over the Talladega Tigers, 35-2. It's homecoming here at Pete Rich Stadium. And you always want to see a good-looking scoreboard. And that's a good-looking scoreboard right there, 34-2 with 6:05 left to go here in this third quarter.
Looks especially good when the Panthers are up, 34-2.
Under some pressure, quarterback gets away from the Panther defender. A nice move at the 20, still on his feet. Look at him, winding his way all the way inside the 15, down to the 14-yard line, and that will be enough for a first down.
No question, nice effort by the Talladega quarterback as he eluded several Panther defenders and then just kept churning as he got wrapped up. Pushes himself over a Panther and takes it all the way down inside the 15.
Inside the Coosa Valley Mortgage red zone.
Another one of our great sponsors, Vic Cook down there at Coosa Valley Mortgage, sponsoring our red zone action.
5:37 on the clock here. Got to delay a game. Thank you to our spotters over here. That one's going to go against Talladega. Hello, Matt.
Hello, Adam. How's everything going up there?
It's lovely, thank you.
Waiting for you to break into some more Saturday Night Live. Just a quick note. You were asking about 11, Drew Sisson. He's a little banged up, but 34-2, you don't want to lose your captain and your team leader on defense. So I really doubt we see him the rest of the game. But that's okay.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd be able to see him tonight, in a whole game, because he absolutely is just a beast all over the field on the defensive side, and he's made some offensive plays too. 1st and 15 after that 5-yard penalty. Looking near side, and, oh, man, they're going to call pass interference. I think that's a bad call if we were going to do replay on that one, but I think the feet got tangled. Look, he was looking over his right shoulder. You think that's a good call? I was thinking that they were both looking for the ball and feet got tangled.
I thought it was a great call. I thought that after the tangle took place, he went ahead and grabbed him and made sure once he got off track that he didn't give the receiver an opportunity. I thought it was a good call.
Waiting on the white hat to make the call. It's going to be a pass interference.
If there's a certain former Major League Baseball player that resides in Pell City, I really hope he's still listening, because he gets on me about the degree of a homer that I am. Just want him to hear me trying to be fair there. Just pass interference.
Wrong on that one, man.
It was. That's why you won't show the replay.
Former Major Leaguer. Does Chipper Jones live in Pell City? That Jones? Or that dude I see riding down Mays Bend Road on that little bitty scooter that's about 4 sizes too small. Could have been that guy, the pitcher for the Detroit Tigers. All-time saves leader, by the way. There's a give up the gut. Big old fullback rumbling inside the 5. Look at the rugby pile. The 4, the 3, the 2. That's going to be close to a first down as they remain inside that Coosa Valley Mortgage red zone. Clock at 4:45 as it rolls in this third quarter. All Pell City 34-2.
Now it's about trying to keep that Talladega Tiger offense off the scoreboard. They do have 2 points, a safety due to a high snap on our punter.
There's the give to the big old boy again. Boy, who was it that got – who's that behind him? Literally, that's Brian Keller, number 1. He literally got behind the player and was just kind of trying to pull him backwards, and he probably gave up 80 pounds on that matchup.
Some big bodies in there for Pell City, too, like number 64, Matthew Swain. He's had a nice game tonight. 37, Isaiah Bossy. We've called his name quite a few times. 45, Dunnaville in there as well.
Third down, and can they get – they're going to measure. Going to measure up. Let's see if we can get camera 2 tight on the chain gang coming from the far side there. What are you seeing, Matt?
You just made me think about Todd Jones, and I remember when you were producing our show, he would willingly join us during the season. And I always appreciate that. So if you're watching and listening, Todd, appreciate it. Also,
never when he blew a save, though. I never called him when he blew a save.
No, and that's that's very smart. That's why you were such a good producer.
Yes.
But another great one that played right here, shout out to David Gullidge. I was fortunate enough to cover him while he played here, Jacksonville, and with the Redskins, and he's a class act, too.
There's the pitch on 1st and goal, lowers his head, and he brings a Panther into the end zone. So the first score of the night by the Talladega team now gives him a 34-8 deficit with 3:38 left to go here in the third quarter. You know, Lance, here's what we need to see. Unlike our broadcast crew, especially up here in the box, we get really sloppy in the second half. Need to make sure the Panther team stays crisp through the entire game and they don't lose focus like what we saw the last couple of minutes of the first half.
No question. I'm still thinking about Matt Coulter on homecoming going back to the Gullidge glory days. One of the best Panthers to ever suit up. My brother was a senior with David Gullidge, started at defensive tackle as we have a botched snap, so there will be no extra point attempt. And those were some great Pell City days. You're listening to Panther football on 94.1 The River.
If you're looking for a new primary care doctor, consider a complete health practice. As one of the largest independent primary care practices in the Birmingham area, there are several locations in St. Clair County. And as a complete health patient, you can expect excellent service and care centered on you. Visit them at CompleteHealth.com to find a practice nearest you. Complete Health. Patients first, always.
I'm Laurie Brazier, a realtor with Fields Gossett Realty right here in Pell City. I grew up on Logan Martin Lake and have many special memories of skiing, boating, and cookouts with family and friends. My husband and I bought our first lake home back in 1999, and that began an adventure of making new memories with our own children here in the beautiful Pell City area. I'd like to help you find a way to make memories in your new home. That's my specialty, listening to your needs and helping you buy or sell your own home.
Too bad that didn't make it on the air just now. Welcome back to Pete Rich Stadium. 3:38 left to go here in this third quarter. Pell City with a 34-8 lead here homecoming. And it's pretty much been all Pell City.
Wait, let me open up this envelope real quick. This just in. Ugliest homecoming couple, Adam and Lance.
Yes.
15 years running. We got it again, buddy.
I gave him the corsage. I want to make that clear. Return man far side at the 15, finally getting a handle of the ball. Uh-oh, look at the running room. Carlos Herring. Can he get another 6 on the score? They race to the far side. There goes number 5 for another 6 on the scoreboard. Carlos Herring with a pick 6. And Carlos Herring with a, how far was that? 85-yard kickoff return for a touchdown.
Matt, you didn't get to see it our first game of the year. Herring took one back from 98, and we had a silly push in the back after he was 20 yards out in front of everybody. It was called back. It would have been our only score of the night. No flags on the field. Herring goes 85 yards, and he'll just tack that on to the pick 6 he had earlier. Somebody just put in a strong bid for the Metro Bank player of the game.
Yeah, unless something else crazy happens. We'll take a look at that replay here in a second. Sailor Richard, her extra point is good. Let's take a look at this replay here real quick, if you will, Karen. An 85-yard kickoff return you see right there.
Oh, to be young and athletic.
And
that's
fast.
A fast kid.
And fast on top of that, beating the defender to that far pylon there. Great work by our camera folks tonight. Doug Carden working camera 2. Michael Stocks working camera 1.
7 had the angle, and he was out in front. But when Herring turned on the gas, he beat him to the pylon.
Pell City now with a 41-8 lead after that Sailor Richard PAT. And again, exactly what we were hoping for, just the Vita Vita Vegemin for the Pell City Panthers. If I can do a little I Love Lucy there. Let's go down to our Bobcat of Gadsden sideline reporter, Matt Coulter.
Oh, to be young and athletic. You're right, Lance. I almost got clocked by a referee in the in the run back, but 85 yards. Yeah, he's player of the game right now, I think hands down. But it's funny. First half, all offense. Second half, all Panther D.
That it is, and a big scoreboard, 41-8. We still have 3.5 left to go here in this third quarter. Angled to the 20-yard line near side from Jake Blackstone. Cross the 30 and driven out of bounds by Pell City's Jaden Coleman. They say he goes out at the 35 at the home side here. We hadn't looked at our Allen Service Company stats. We'll take a look at those right after this play here. You know, there's going to be a lot of stats. We got a lot of points on the scoreboard, Lance, but with a kickoff return and with a pick six, you know, there's 14 points right there that really don't show up on the scoreboard, or excuse me, in the stat column, on the offensive stats.
Thank you, David Birmingham. Very, very good effort by our quarterback tonight. 14 of 18 for 154 yards. On the ground, all's well there. 16 carries, 148 yards. Highlighting some individual efforts, top receiver tonight, Colin Smith, 5 catches for 74 yards. I'll give you some running right after this play.
The handoff, running up the middle, close to a first down marker, about the 44.5. It's going to close to a 9-yard run there.
Kentrell Borden, 3 carries, 26 yards, and 2 touchdowns. That's just under a 9-yard per carry average for our wide receiver. Hicks with 5 carries for 33 yards. It's been by committee tonight. Nobody has huge numbers in the running game, but a nice average for Pell City. Well above anything we had done thus far to this point in the season.
And we got a timeout on the field. We're going to take it with them as well. 2:32 left to go here in this third quarter. All Pell City 41-8. You're listening to Panther football on 94.1 FM The River.
This is Teresa Carden with Lake Home Loans at Classic Home Mortgage. Our team works together to carry you to your goal to purchase or refinance for better rates, shorter terms, or cash out, or all three. Good luck to the Pell City Panthers for a winning season. Play-by-play and working together, you can win. Let our team take you play-by-play to your home loan goals. Teresa Carden, Classic Home Mortgage, 205-405-0603. That's 205-405-0603.
If you're looking for a new primary care doctor, consider a Complete Health practice. As one of the largest independent primary care practices in the Birmingham area, there are several locations in St. Clair County. And as a Complete Health patient, you can expect excellent service and care centered on you. Visit them at CompleteHealth.com to find a practice nearest you. Complete Health. Patients first, always.
Back here at Pete Rich Stadium, play underway. There's a flag down at the line of scrimmage, and the first down right now, we got a couple of flags down here.
Before we get to the flags, and the play may not count, 84, Ryan Bowling, 5'8", 145 senior. Big hit out there in the field, drove the ball carrier back about 5 to 7 yards. Got a little reaction from the fans. Nice job, 84.
Illegal shift against the Talladega Tigers, so that will negate the first down run that they just had. 2:23 left to go, third quarter. Pell City 41 and Talladega 8. Now going to be second down and 5. The ball back at the 40-yard line of Talladega. Don't forget to download the brand new River app on your phone. 2 clicks and you're watching football live on Friday night. 94.1 FM The River on Facebook, on YouTube, and in the App Store. Look for all those. Again, that really, really tight formation. Looking for the streaking receiver far side, double coverage. He decides not to throw it, runs for a first down. Good wheels on the quarterback, man. He outrun about 3 defenders from Pell City to the far side there.
Picking up the first down as he takes the ball out to midfield. The nose of the ball will be resting on the 50-yard line.
Yep, so the chains a move. Clock stops at 2:13.
Everything you want on a homecoming Friday night in Pell City. Great weather, great Panther effort, 41-8 on the scoreboard. 2:13 left to go in the third.
1st and 10, ball right at the middle of the field. Nice block over there on the left side of the line. Missing the tackle was Ryan Bowling, almost bringing him down. A couple of yards short of the first down marker, but the running back stays on his feet inside the 40 to the 39. That's going to be another first down for the Talladega Tigers. Lance, we talked about it. Matt talked about it. The second half and the lack of depth over on the sidelines for Talladega. They may have a dozen substitutions over there for players. So, I mean, there's a lot of hands on hips. We see one player on a knee over there with his helmet off. You know, how much will that play a factor, especially in the fourth quarter? Right now, they got a nice drive going, though. Again, a missed tackle by Pell City at the line of scrimmage inside the 35. The rugby pile continues down to the first down. Now they're going to say about a half a yard short down to the 30. A 9.5-yard run, though.
And, you know, when you're a Talladega team with 23 guys dressing out, you have to respect these young men continuing to compete. And they're certainly doing that throughout this game in the second half and putting together another drive here late in the third.
Second down and a short one from the Panther 30. There's the toss. Doesn't like what he sees to the right. Let's go to the left. Nice block by the quarterback, taking out 2 Panthers. A missed tackle by a third. And getting inside of the Coosa Valley Mortgage red zone. They're going to say he goes out of bounds at the 13-yard line.
I think number 36, A.J. Wells, put an end to things big time on the sideline there, making the tackle for Pell City. He'll come to the sideline to rest the play.
Yeah, big number 36. He takes the helmet off and takes a knee. 30 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. It's all Pell City, 41-8. First down and 10. It is at the Panther 13-yard line. Couple of fakes there. Quarterback keeps left side. And there's some good tackling by the Panther defenders right there. Minimal gain. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. So as we go to the final stanza here, homecoming at Pete Rich Stadium, the fours go up on the sidelines by the Pell City Panther football players, and it's a 41-8 lead as we go to the final quarter. It's Panther football on 94.1 FM The River.
Looking for a little more comfort in your life? Don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. And at Allen Service Company, they'll show you the full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems. Turn to the experts at Allen Service Company, where financing is available, subject to credit approval. Call 205-338-2311, 205-338-2311, or visit online at allenservicecompany.com.
Kickoff spectacular at McSweeney Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Used cars specially priced as low as $199 a month. Plus, introducing our black tie experience. Every McSweeney vehicle now comes with 2 years free maintenance and free car washes. Plus, McSweeney makes it happen with all kinds of credit every day. That's McSweeney Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. I-20 exit 158 under the biggest American flag in Central Alabama.
Back here at Pete Rich Stadium, going into the fourth quarter, the Pell City Panthers all over the Talladega Tigers. Exactly the game that we needed as Panther fans and exactly what the coaching staff needed, what the players needed, the cheerleaders, the band. A big victory on the way for Pell City as we start the fourth quarter with a 41-8 lead. As we get ready to go into a pretty meaty lineup, going to be at Oxford. And the way it looks right now, Oxford's going to be licking some wounds after Southside leaves there tonight. Southside with a 2-score lead right now over Oxford. So now we're going from right to left as we look here from the press box. Running back for Talladega, lowering head at the 5 down to the 4-yard line. Is it enough for a first down?
Matthew Swain a little slow to get up at the 10-yard line.
Matt, test those old eyes. What do you think? First down? You're kind of down there.
Well, let me get even and stay out of the way of the officials. It's about 8 inches short, I think. Are they going to bring the class of 90 out here and measure?
I guess not. Third down and short, as Matt Coulter, our Bobcat of Gadsden sideline reporter, just said. Even though the quarterback and the running back run into each other on the exchange, it's going to be enough for a first down. Goal to go from the 2. Just getting underway in the fourth quarter with a 41-8 lead for Pell City.
A lot of substitution happening in that Panther defense, rightly so, with a 41-8 score, and wanting to keep everybody healthy and fresh for Oxford next week, especially after Adams thrown out some bulletin board material.
Yeah. Hey, give a shout-out to Christy. She's watching the Panthers tonight. Also want to say hey to John William and Josiah. They're usually watching on Friday nights. Mark from the Boyle clan back behind us there in Mays Bend watching. Hey, Carolyn. And there's a run across the goal line. That's going to be 6 for the Talladega Tigers.
Speaking of Oxford, little love for Oxford alum and Auburn alum KJ Britt getting that first NFL game under his belt last night. Tampa Bay Bucks and Cowboys. His Buccaneers got the win. How about Tom Brady, the ageless one, working a little magic with 1 minute and 24 seconds left?
Started him on my fantasy team last minute. Glad I did. He had a pretty little game. Got a player down for the Talladega Tigers there. Yeah, they're going to wait for the player. They got to still attempt the PAT or 2-point conversion. Is that the quarterback, guys? Yeah, I think it's the quarterback. Yeah, for Talladega. That's he's got to see if we can get a tight shot on camera 2 there with Doug's camera. Yeah, see that left ankle right there. Can't put any pressure on it. Hopefully he's okay. Don't know if we're going to see him in this fourth quarter, though. 41-14 to score, awaiting the conversion here. Let's go down to our Bobcat of Gadsden sideline reporter, Matt Coulter.
Tip of the cap to the Tigers, and particularly to Jackson, who's unfortunately limping off the field. But he's put a little charge in Talladega, and they've put together a couple of pretty nice drives here. But it's still 41 with a point after pending. It's 41-14 right now. I can still add.
Very quickly, too. Matt Coulter, our guest sideline analyst, reporter, joining us here tonight. Scott Elliott, our normal guy. He's in Alaska, running 5Ks, eating halibut, and shooting moose. And he's watching tonight. Hello to Scott.
Scott, you're doing all those things, and Adam is washing down deep-fried Oreo Twinkies with beaver nuggets from Buc-ee's.
So good. On the conversion. Does he get in? No. See the referee on the far side saying not going to happen. 11:03 left to go here in this ball game. It is a 41-14 lead for the Pell City Panthers. It's Pell City Panther football on 94.1 The River.
Since 2002, State Representative Randy Wood has been serving the people of District 36 with pride and integrity. Randy Wood also knows what it's like to run a small business, having owned and operated Wood's Auto Body Shop for years. And Randy also served in the Alabama National Guard. State Representative Randy Wood, a proud supporter of athletic and academic excellence in Alabama schools. And go Panthers!
This is
back here at Pete Rich Stadium. You see the Panthers coming out of the huddle after the touchdown run and then the failed two-point conversion by Talladega with 11:03 left to go here in this ball game. It's a 41-14 lead for Pell City. Want to say hello to the Sissons. They're watching from the house. Hello, Sissons. Number 11 all over the field. Getting a little rest on the sideline here. Hey, Kathy. Scott Elliott says he's shooting bullwinkle up there in Alaska, by the way. Hey, Ricky. My buddy Daniel watching as well. Running to get it is Kentrell Borden near side. See if he can make something happen here. Look at him getting to the far side. 40 across midfield. Still on his feet, weaving through traffic. And a nice return by Kentrell Borden. Special teams really, really stepping up tonight, Lance.
Kentrell Borden having a nice game. 3 rushes, 26 yards, 2 touchdowns, 4 catches for 47 yards, and doing his thing in the return game. He'll sleep well tonight. He's put some miles on those sneakers, on those cleats. Nice game, number 2.
Let me give you some scoring updates. St. Clair County, they fall to Alexandria 50-7. The Battle of the Bridge, Leeds victorious 33-19. Leeds beating Moody, so Leeds now 4-0. Moody now 3-1.
I think old Leeds Greenway have got a pretty good squad.
Yeah. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. We had some movement. Yep, that's going to be movement out of the backfield. Blow the whistle, guys. That should be a dead play.
Yeah, that should be blown dead. They allowed the play to continue to happen.
I mean, the white hat in the backfield didn't even throw the flag, and it's right in front of them. The sideline, the near sideline referee is the one who threw the flag. It was pretty dang clear we had a running back in motion before the snap.
Yeah, he just leaned in out of his position right before the snap. Going to back Pell City up 5.
Who was it last year? Was it last year or the year before? Remember the running back? I mean, he would lean forward just a little before every snap. I forgot who it was. And we're like, man, he gets away with it so much. Do you remember that?
I do.
Can't remember who the player was.
Probably best that we don't, but we did have a guy that kept us on edge.
That should be a 5-yard penalty. Still awaiting the white hat. You see he and 4 other referees there at the middle of the field discussing it. 10:40 left to go here in this ball game. All Pell City pretty much, 41-14. So we go to the white hat. He says false start against Pell City. Yep. Offsetting penalties. Okay. So we'll make pretend it never even happened to play again. You know who hadn't seen the ball in a while? Number 14, Colin Smith. He's up there all by himself at wide receiver. No safety help over there either. About a 8-yard cushion by the DB.
Sign goes up.
Caleb Gross at quarterback. He gives to Hicks, weaving and bobbing. Here comes a flag at the 30. That'll be enough for a first down. Just depends on what the flag is. He throws the flag 2 yards further, which means it's going to be a spot foul. More than likely, probably a hold.
You are correct, sir. It's going to be a hold against the Panthers, and that's going to back us up 10. 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
10.5 left to go here in this ball game. Panthers with a 41-14 lead. It's one of those things we got to stay crisp. Again, the Wildcat with Caleb Gross. Looks like Day-Day behind him, and Hicks split to the right. It is the give to Day-Day. Nice move right there. Bye-bye a couple of defenders. First down and more. As the referee says, goes out of bounds at the far sideline at the 24. That is a Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop first down. As we go to our Bobcat of Gadsden sideline reporter, Matt Coulter.
Day-Day was almost gone. I thought he had the edge on the sideline, and he was going to go the distance. Good drive so far by the offense, who has not created points in the second half.
There's a run by the Panthers. Hard run. I can't tell who got the ball. Can you see?
Hicks.
36, Jesse Adams makes the stop for Talladega.
Only Hicks' 6th carry of the game.
That's going to be a Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop first down as we are in that Coosa Valley Mortgage red zone.
Gross with 4 carries for 40 yards. Also, Hicks, 6 carries, 49 yards. Reese, 2 carries, 38 yards. Allen Service Company in-game stats.
How about a 10-yard per carry average? 18 rushes, 183 yards.
Math Adam Stocks can do for 337 total yards.
Gross again at quarterback. A little tap dancing back there like Fred Astaire is Quentin Hicks. That allows some defenders to close the gap. Nothing there.
Talladega came into tonight's game giving up 40 points on defense. Pell City has surpassed that mark with 41 and knocking on the door here with 9 minutes, about to go under 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
See some hands on the hips there by the 3 backs. As Lance said, just now under 9 left to go in the ballgame. 41-14 lead. There is Day trying to get to the corner, lowers his head. Matt Coulter wisely gets out of the way, and that's going to be still short of the goal line.
Yeah, contact was made right around the goal line. I think they're going to mark him out at the 3.
Where is he there, Matt?
Nose of the football is at the 3-yard line. I just got a little jaw from one of the Tigers. How about that?
Hey, get out of the way,
Get out of the way, old man. Get out of my lane.
3rd down, goal to go for Pell City from the 3-yard line.
They're probably pretty snarly, Matt. They're tired. A lot of these guys been going both ways all night long.
Who is that? McClooney coming out of the game. Equipment? Yeah. Something wrong with the equipment. So he comes out. In comes Baylor Smith at wide receiver on the near side. Normally the quarterback. Caleb Gross in the Wildcat. Behind him now is Quentin Hicks. To the right is Day. There's the give to 24. Lowers his head. 24. Good for 6. A 3-yard touchdown run by Quentin Hicks gets us that much closer to half 100 with 8:27 left to go here in this ball game. It's now a 47-14 lead over Pell City, awaiting the PAT by Sailor Richard.
21 carries for 191 yards total. Individually, Hicks leading the way. 8 carries, 53 yards. Now he can put a touchdown in there with those stats too.
Awaiting the snap. High snap, put down. Good job by Baylor Smith. And a good job of the concentration by Sailor Richard. PAT up and good. 8:27 left to go here in this ballgame. We're going to keep it here, y'all. 48-14. Can we get a replay on that touchdown run by Quentin Hicks? Let's go with that one there.
Sailor Richard with a touchdown worth of extra points. She's up to 6 now as we'll look at the replay. Big number 24, 6 feet, 225 pounds. Give me the rock. I want 6.
Well, how about this score? Southside Gadsden 35, Oxford 17. Woo!
That is a surprise.
Yeah, that's going to be one that makes everybody scratch their head when they see it.
Maybe makes us feel a little bit better.
Yeah. Maybe Southside's a whole lot better than we thought. And even as ugly as Pell City played last week, maybe the ugliness wasn't as bad as we thought it was. Although we still only managed about 130 yards of offense, right?
No, that's
230.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blackstone kicking from left to right. Taking out the numbers right at the 20. To the 25, and that's it. First guy on the scene for the Pell City Panthers, Stephon McGraw there, number 33.
Got a Tiger slow to get up on the field, and Matt Coulter brought up David Gullidge earlier. It had me thinking back about the Panther glory days. Matt, he would be the first to tell you, as talented as he was, that was a team that sent Phillip Farrell to Florida State. Yeah. He was a tight end linebacker. Chris Jones went to Auburn, played in that first first Alabama-Auburn game at Jordan-Hare. And Mike Brown as well. He went on to Clemson and played there. It's been a while since we've had that many D1 guys come out of a Panther squad.
You know, it was a regular stop for us when I was working for Channel 13 TV in Birmingham. We'd stop and land over there in the baseball field, and Gullidge would make the highlight reel. We didn't have to stay here very long. Get 2 touchdowns and we're gone.
Those were some glory days for sure.
8:20 left to go here in this ball game. Panthers up 48-14. Good job by the running back hauling that ball in. You could see him almost losing it with the right hand right there, but it's going to be a 4-yard loss right there. Going to be under 8 left to go in the ball game on the next snap.
Under 8 minutes here on homecoming Friday night. Pell City doing what you should do on homecoming. Getting a big win, 48-14 over Talladega.
Hey, I want to remind you, if you haven't downloaded the River app yet, either Google or Apple, it is there. It hit about 24 hours ago or so. Easy to listen to the River. We got great contests, giveaways. 2 clicks, and you're watching football live on Friday night, either Pell City or Springville. Real simple. Just go to the App Store, look up 94.1 FM The River on the App Store. 94.1 FM The River. Looks like we got a Panther down. See him right there. Looks like he might have taken a shot. Looks like he might be holding his midsection. Big defensive lineman. I can't tell who it is yet. It's a final, guys. Southside 35, Oxford 17. How about that? Hey, can we find, as with the player is helped up, that is 36. He's had a good night, A.J. Wells. The Region 7 standings going into tonight. You see right there, Arab, Oxford, and Southside 1-0 going into tonight. Oxford now 1-1. Southside now 2-0. Don't know what's going on with the Arab and Scottsboro game. And then you've got Fort Payne at Springville tonight. Last time I checked with our other live stream, Fort Payne was up a couple of scores in the fourth quarter there. That's a final. All right, so Fort Payne beats Springville at Springville tonight. There's a look at our region standings coming into tonight.
Also want to say hello to a couple of our listeners. Our friend and favorite, Terry Galliano. Hey, Terry, how are you doing? Miss Martha Mitchum, a proud grandmother of a U.S. Marine and former Panther, Connor McCombs. Praying for Connor as he's on his way to Chesapeake, Virginia. Marine Security Forces School. I know she's proud of him, as we all are.
Yes. Appreciate his service.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Connor, and the whole family. Under 7 left to go here in this ball game. 48-14 lead for Pell City on 3rd down and 10 from their own 25. They're going to get, let's see where they mark this thing, at the 30-yard line. So that's a 5-yard gain. 4th and 5 now for Talladega.
I really miss Terry Galliano. Her sweetness brought some middle ground to your nastiness.
What?
She is definitely missed.
5 yards
Come
to
on,
go.
man.
4th down.
I'm pleasant to be around. What you got, Matt?
Wells went in the tent. When he came off the field, he was heavily favoring his right, looked like ankle, but the closer he got to the sideline, the more weight he put on it. So hopefully good news.
Yeah, hopefully so. 4th down and 5, just throwing it up in triple coverage. Good job by the Panthers there, all 3 of them in the secondary. That's going to be incomplete, and that will be a turnover on downs, and Panthers will take over deep in Talladega territory at the 30-yard line with 6:04 left to go. 48-14 lead And you know the fatigue is kicking in for the Talladega Tigers because they've only got about 12 players on the sidelines to sub in for the 11 that's on the field. Lots of hands on hips over there for the Talladega Tigers. You see the cheerleaders there, Pell City High School cheerleaders on your screen. Great job by them. By the way, Matt Coulter, my buddy Daniel, he wants you to stand next to Coach Lee and compare calves. He thinks you have pretty nice calves.
Wow. Should I be flattered?
I don't know. Depends which way.
Hey,
I don't know.
There you go.
Yeah, that's pretty nice right there. Hey, can we get a shot of Matt Coulter's
Yeah,
calves?
let's please.
Hold
Let's
on.
interrupt the great broadcast to,
Yeah.
to look at my white pasty calf.
All right, let's see what we got.
Yeah.
Is that the best? There we go. Those aren't Coach Lee calves, man. I'm sorry.
Daniel says bulky and built.
Bulky and built. All right.
I'm 63 years old. I'm quite positive. That's never been said about me before.
That's good stuff.
You guys are killing me down here.
Hey, look. Hey, next time you look at Coach Lee, he's got short. Look at the calves on that cat, man. They're tree trunks. Lance and John say I got a man crush on them. Look, you got to admire a man's calves when they're like that.
Well, and I think it's a little easier to admire when you're up 48-14. Just the same, I hope you guys are not going to bring up that topic in postgame, okay?
Now you just assured us that we will.
I don't know. Coach has got long trousers on.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Long breeches on tonight.
Go ask him to hike the trousers up and see. Don't think it's going to happen. Here we go. 6:03 left to go in the ball game. Gross can't get a handle on the snap. Good bounce right back to him, though, and he's able to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it. Second down. About 5.5 left to go on the next snap with a 48-14 lead here.
Gross' only mistake was stepping out of bounds. I don't think the scoreboard operator even looked up. It never stopped ticking. And that's a good thing.
That's
well
all
done.
right. Yeah. Again, Gross at quarterback. There's the give to Hicks, running near side, trying to stretch it out. Now reversing, picking up a block or two. Hold on to that loaf of bread, 2-4. Down to the 25-yard line. That 28, my bad. All right, so we got some subs in there. That's Burton at 28 in there. Adeus Burton. So we got some 2s and some 3s in there for the Panthers on offense right now.
By the way, folks, Burton goes 5'9", 175. Number 24, Quentin Hicks, 6 feet, 225 pounds. Just for those of you interested in the size of our running backs, Adam confuses down there on the field.
Thanks for pointing that out. Gross taking the snap. There is the give to 28. Burton, nice stiff arm. That's going to be enough for a Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop first down. Hey, let me give a shout out to the Richards, Allie and River. They are driving down to Daphne for a little soccer down there. I hope one of them's watching the road. We appreciate y'all tuning us in no matter where you are, whether you're driving, swerving. Somebody keep an eye on the road. Mom, look out. Crap. Going to be right at about 4 minutes left to go in this ball game on the next snap here. First down and 10 from the 13-yard line. Oh, trying to elude a defender is Burton, and Burton goes way back.
Wonder if Rivers driving. He's 14.
Wait, they're going to Daphne, just south, right? Just point
Yeah.
down, just go straight.
He's got the pedal down on I-65. Mom's watching Homecoming. Makes sense to me.
It's great. I see all kinds of pictures on social media. People send them to me. Last week I saw several people. They were driving down to the beach, and they had their phone right there on the dashboard, turned sideways, watching the game as they're going down to the beach. We love it. 3:20 left to go here in the ball game. There's Burton again. He's able to get rid of that one. Uh-oh, look at him. Does 28 get in? Yes! Adaius Burton puts the Panthers over the half 100 mark with a 17-yard touchdown run as the 2s and 3s are in there for the Pell City Panthers.
Awesome for that young man to get a touchdown his senior season. Takes it in for 6. Doing a nice job on the run, too. And Mama Richard. It's time for Saylor. Saylor, by the way, did that interview this morning on Fox 6 around 7 a.m. and just such a pretty young lady as well as a talented athlete, and just did a great job on that interview this morning.
We got some movement across the line on that right side. Let's go down to our Bobcat of Gadsden sideline reporter, Matt Coulter.
I'm really starting to feel for Talladega. They are absolutely gassed, as you guys have mentioned. They have 12 subs, so I mean, they have tough time scrimmaging. Just your ones on your ones, and you only have 2-3 players left over. But they're gassed. However, this is a great time for Pell City, Coach Lee, to get his 2s and 3s in. And I'll tell you what, they're not gassed, they're jacked.
Yeah, and you can't see it where you are, Matt, but as we look across the way, one of their players on crutches, it's their quarterback who got hurt late in this ball game. So that's even one less on the sideline. Here we go. Going to attempt the PAT. Smith with the hold. Richard, plenty of leg. Up, and it is good. With 3:15 left to go here in this ball game. Big lead for the Pell City Panthers. It is now 55 with that PAT. I think it's 55. Yeah, now the scoreboard got it. 55-14. It's Panther football on 94.1 FM The River.
Discover the Diversicare difference at Diversicare Pell City, where we are a respected provider of post-acute healthcare services. Whether your medical needs are short-stay rehabilitation, complex medical care, or long-term care, Diversicare Pell City has a comprehensive team that is trained to administer high-quality healthcare. If you would like to learn more about Diversicare Pell City, call 205-338-3329 or visit diversicareofpellcity.com.
At Pell City High School's Pete Rich Stadium, the Panthers on top big, a double nickel, 55-14 over the Talladega Tigers.
Ready for some trivia?
Sure.
Right after the kickoff.
Guessing it's something to do with going over 50 and the Pell City Panthers. Taken at the near hash at the 10. That's a nice little weaving and bobbing. And Burton, the guy who just scored the touchdown, trying to make the special teams tackle. Doesn't get it, though. Give me some trivia there, Lance.
The year was 89 or 90. It was homecoming. Pell City, most points ever scored in a Panther game by the Panthers. How much? And against who?
Oh, man. I will say... Give me a second. On the other side of this play. What year? You said 80. This is not trivia. You got to know the answer.
I know the answer other than I get confused on the year. It was 89 or 90. Right. I know Darren Edwards played in the game. He went off.
It wasn't 90. We didn't have a very good team in 90. That's when I graduated. Had to been 89.
Well, see, your football season year is 89.
That's true, yeah.
So I think that's exactly what – because we didn't have a good year and we still had a big game for homecoming.
Oh, Darren Edwards. He's in the JSU Hall of Fame over there. Let's see. I'm going to go – is it a Calhoun County team?
No.
Then I'm not going to know. What is it?
We hung 69 on the Pinson Valley Indians.
Ooh. I don't see anybody hanging 69 on Pinson Valley in the near future.
It was a different Pinson Valley squad back in those days.
3 minutes left to go. Oh, receiver wide open far side. Brings it in at midfield. It's a foot race, and Tyler Kuziaski not going to be able to catch up. Again, lots of 2s and 3s out there for the Pell City Panthers. And number 82 just can't catch him, and that's going to result in a 76-yard touchdown run. It's going to be a pass, thank you, for the Talladega Tigers. Everybody Come on, it's the first time I messed up all night. Everybody over here yelling at me, pass. They're throwing and stuff. Arab beats Scottsboro tonight. Is that right? Shut them out. Arab wins big against Scottsboro. This region, I think, is wide open this year. I thought Oxford would go undefeated. PAT up and good by the Talladega Tigers. I honestly thought Oxford still had enough to go undefeated. Well, in the region, well, that's wrong because Southside Gadsden put a whipping on them tonight.
Got to tip your hat to the Talladega Tigers, still competing. Nice throw and catch for the big touchdown. They now have 21 on the board.
Man, it's almost 10 o'clock. This game is taking a while, huh?
The second half has taken forever.
What? Hey, oops. Sorry, I thought we were on. Let's put her on camera, too, and let her get a little work. I think she's going to be with us from here on out. All right, so looking to see if they get an onside kick. And the referee going to dig everybody out over there. And looks like Pell City does recover. 2:52 left to go here in this ball game, and it's a 55-21 lead. Panthers over Talladega.
Allen Service Company stats. Pell City up to 375 total yards on the night. Quarterback Baylor Smith, an efficient 14 of 18, 154 yards. Borden had 4 catches for 47 yards. Colin Smith had 5 catches for 74 yards. Gross, 3 catches for 28 yards. Reese, a catch for 4 yards. Hicks, a catch for 2 yards. Rushing, Hicks, 8 carries, 53 yards. Reese, 3 carries for 42 yards. Bedford, 4 carries for 31 yards. Smith, a couple of carries for 16 yards. Gross, 5 carries, 39 yards. McClure, a carry for 14 yards. Borden, 3 carries for 26 yards and a touchdown. Hicks also had a touchdown on 56 yards. We had Adarius Burton come in and have a touchdown run late in the game. But the star that may have, the Panther, that may have shined the brightest tonight was number 5, Carlos Herring, defensive back. Pick 6 for a touchdown and then an 85-yard kickoff return.
Again, lots of 2s and 3s in there for the Pell City Panthers. And that time getting the carry, it looks like Stephon McGraw. The old double-triple back there, 33. Well, don't forget, we're going to get a word in with Coach after the game, after they do the handshakes and Coach talks with the team. Then we'll get a little bit of time with Coach Wayne Lee. We'll look at our final stats, all that good stuff. Panthers approaching 400 yards of total offense tonight.
Matt Osborne corrects me, says 91 season on the 69 points. Matt was a linebacker on that team, so he played it. I'll go with him.
Now, how about the 87 Panther team? Antonio Epps bragging on them.
11-2. That was a squad.
Pretty good right there. Again, lots of 2s and 3s in there for Pell City. They don't have any 3s for Talladega. They got 1.5s, I think. Just no depth over there. They've got 11 or 12 players to substitute in for the 11 that are out there already.
What would hurt really bad?
Kick to the groin? I don't know. I mean, what's
that
the point?
and never getting in the game for Talladega tonight.
Yeah, that would be bad. Yeah. Didn't know it was an open-ended question. I know what we're supposed to do there. 30 seconds left to go. Should be the final snap. This is the give to Burton again. And just go on down, son. Let's get the sucker over with. So that's the end of the ball game. The clock is going to tick down from, well, the clock stops at 19 seconds. Was that fourth down? Okay, all right, turnover. All right, on down. So change of possession. So thought we had it done, but 19.8 on the clock. Panthers with a 55-21 lead. So hopefully one snap. Just take a knee, Talladega.
Once again,
let's
ladies
get on
and
out of
gentlemen,
here.
it's
Let's go
Friday
down to
night.
our Bobcat of Gadsden sideline reporter, Matt Coulter.
Adam,
Oxford to take
Lance,
on the Yellow Jackets.
Scott, thank you for going to Alaska. I've enjoyed it. I appreciate it. By the way, Matt Coulter's record, 1-0. Thanks, guys.
Hey, Matt, we appreciate you, man. Great job. A professional in every aspect. Bad snap there by Talladega, and that will do it. Now we'll see the clock roll on down. Again, we'll talk to Coach Wayne Lee coming up in just a couple of minutes. Take a look at our in-game stats, which look really, really good for Pell City, offensively and defensively. But
Going to catch Coach after he talks to the
yeah,
players.
we'll catch him. We'll let him do all the handshakes here, and then we'll let Coach have a quick word with his team, and then we'll be able to spend a little time with him there. Tell you what, let's take a quick timeout, guys. Knock our final one out. We'll take a look at our stats when we come back, and we'll talk with head football coach Wayne Lee, now 1-2 on the season, getting ready for a big, big matchup at Oxford next Friday night. So stick around. Panther football continues on 94.1 FM The River.
Main Street Drugs in Pell City wants to serve you by providing fast and friendly service, convenient drive-thru, and home delivery. All major insurance plans are accepted, including workman's comp claims, free COVID vaccines, and wellness checks for PHIP insurance plans, including spouses by appointment. And the gift shop has everything you need to show your team pride: football spirit wear, game day jewelry, stadium bags, hats, home decor, and more. Like them on Facebook. Main Street Drugs and Gift Shop, your hometown drugstore.
Back here at Pete Rich Stadium, it's been a really, really good homecoming. 55, the old double nickel up on the scoreboard there. 55-21, Pell City over Talladega, and we've got Coach Wayne Lee with us. And, Coach, we talked about it during when we did the interview earlier this week. We talked about it in pregame, about this being the remedy game, especially for the offense, to get into the meat of the schedule starting next week. Exactly what we needed, man.
Oh, no doubt. You know, third quarter defense, we tried to go out there and screw it up a little bit. You know, we ran a kickoff back, had a pick six. But, yeah, that's exactly what the offense needed. I don't know what the totals are tonight, but I thought we ran the ball extremely well tonight. And, you know, for the most part, we had some we were just taking the short throws. I think we had some over the top. But, I mean, it was – you know, control the ball, do what we needed to do, and get some confidence.
Coach, just wanted to say congratulations. Tough 0-2 start against some teams that we gave really competitive games to. Tonight we got one in the basket. What do you try to build on this going forward?
Like I said, just the confidence. And, you know, there was some pretty good consistency in the running game. I mean, we hit the ball where we needed to. The backs got in the holes. The guys blocked. And, you know, we gave a little bit different look for some people to look to work on this week, too, out of the offense and the running game, too.
Hey, Coach, real quick, some numbers we've got up here. Through the air, 14 of 18, 154 on the ground, 30 rushes, 225 yards. So we've got a total of 379 tonight. Much better than the last two games.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. That's what we're looking for. I mean, like you said, everything we talked about. You know, finally it's starting to work. And, you know, like I said, we can build off of this win right here. And hey, you know, it's a big one next week.
Hey, final score?
Yeah, I heard that.
Southside 35, Oxford 17.
Hey, I told a lot of people after last week, hey guys, that bunch we played last week ain't no joke now. They pretty damn good.
Yeah, they showed that tonight. All right, Coach, congratulations. First win of the season. Hopefully one of many more that we're going to be talking about.
Hey, yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, thanks. Wayne Lee, the head football coach of our Pell City Panthers. A happy Wayne Lee, much happier tonight than he has been the last couple of Friday nights. But, maybe an hour he'll enjoy this one, and then it's time to start looking at that Yellow Jacket film.
Yeah, 55-21, big win. Great homecoming, great for the fans, great for all the players. Pell City really spread the ball around. If you want to go through some individual numbers to wrap up stats, appreciate Alan Rowan and David Birmingham, spotter and statistician, as always. 14 of 18 through the air for 154 yards for Baylor Smith. Did a really nice job, got a touchdown through the air. 30 carries for 225 yards on the ground. Individually, the folks catching the ball, Borden, 4 catches for 47 yards and a touchdown. Colin Smith, 5 catches, 74 yards, had a highlight grab and did some nice blocking as well. Gross, 3 catches for 28 yards. Deontay Reese, 1 catch for 4 yards. And Hicks had a catch out of the backfield for 2 yards. Running the ball, Hicks, 8 carries, 53 yards. Reese, 3 carries for 42 yards. Bedford, 5 runs for 31 yards. Smith, 5 rushes, 20 yards. Gross, 5 for 39. McClure, 1 rush for 14 yards. And Borden had 3 rushes for 26 yards and 2 touchdowns. We also had Hicks with a touchdown, and then don't even have him. We had got so many guys in, we don't even have them all on our screen. But our Darius Burton had a touchdown run late as well. Nice to see him get that. And, Adam, it was just a big night statistically. We're not even talking about what Carlos Herring did for us.
Yeah, Herring, he brought one back. Was it 85 yards on the kickoff return for a touchdown? He had the pick 6 that went for about 50 yards, and a lot of stuff that happened outside of the offensive stat category. And, again, a big win for Pell City tonight. Again, the final score is Pell City 55 and Talladega 21. I'll tell you what, let's look at our Region 7 standings. Again, this is before the game, so let's look at it now. Oxford falls to Southside. So now Southside is 2-0 in the region. Oxford falls to 1-1. Scottsboro beat Arab, is that right? Arab beat Scottsboro. So Arab beat Scottsboro. So Arab and Southside now sit on top of the region with a 2-0 record. As I mentioned, Oxford is 1-1. Springville falls against Fort Payne tonight at home. So Springville now 0-1 in the region. We talked about Scottsboro, Pell City, no change in our region play. And Fort Payne picks up a region victory as they beat the Springville Tigers tonight by a couple of scores there. So, again, that's before we started, and hopefully you're able to follow along as we kind of updated there. All right, let's do our Metro Bank Player of the Game. I think are we all in agreement on the Metro Bank Player of the Game, guys? Yes? Lance Bowman?
I think we are.
All right, Carlos Herring. Everybody good on Carlos Herring?
Yeah, it was sensational effort. Exciting plays, big-time homecoming plays, and, guys that aren't always in the offensive game plan sometimes can make the points happen, and that's what Herring did. A big 85-yard kick return and a pick 6.
Yeah, let's take a look at one of the big plays right here for the Pell City Panthers. This is Carlos Herring on his pick 6. I mean, it's like, thank you. Not a good pass by the quarterback for Talladega, but a good job of just finding that daylight after Herring picks it off. So that pick 6 right there. One of 2 touchdowns for Herring. The other one coming on special teams as he took it back 85 yards for that touchdown. Do we have that touchdown? Let's see what that is. Yeah, I think that's it. I think this is it. Yeah, that's it. It looks like it. Let's see. Let's watch it together, shall we?
That's it?
Yes, that's Herring going down the far sideline. And again, racing to that pylon on the far side. And there goes number 5, his 2 touchdowns of the night. And so congratulations again to Carlos Herring. He is the Metro Bank Player of the Game. LB, any final words, man?
Just a great homecoming win. Happy for the fans, happy for the players, happy for Coach Lee. And like he said, I hope this builds confidence, and I hope it's something that the team can build on as they get on into region play.
Yeah, I hope so too. Let's take a look at our schedule as we go out. We pick up the win tonight, 55-21, so that is very, very good for Pell City. And then, as we mentioned, we have 7 games left, and 6 of the 7 are on the road, y'all. and some of them are a pretty good road trip. We're going to be at Oxford next week, then at Calera, and then at Arab, and then our only game we have left for home, that's going to be senior night, taking on the Springville Tigers. And then we go on the road, a lot of traveling north, at Fort Payne, at Scottsboro, and at Mae Jemison.
And as you look at those scores, and we have not added Talladega yet, they're looking more respectable all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Leeds is a very good undefeated 4-0 team. Southside walloped Oxford tonight, so a lot of football left to be played.
Yeah, and you know what we saw? We saw a good bit more at number 12 at quarterback, not only in the Wildcat running it, but we saw him throwing the ball a good amount. Not a whole lot by any means, but he threw the ball 4 times in the second quarter, went 3 for 4 for 53 yards. So there's probably another wrinkle that we're going to see as we go through the season.
Well done by Coach Lee, because he gave them a million things to look at tonight, too. There were definitely some wrinkles thrown in.
All right, that's going to wrap it up. Hey, thanks to everybody on our staff here, man. We got a bunch of folks that make this thing go round and round. Want to thank, starting from my left, Michael, my son Michael, running the camera. Doug Carden coming in last minute. I said, hey, Doug, what you doing Friday night? He said, I don't know. Am I helping you move? I said, no, worse. You got to help me run a camera. So Doug Carden, one of Pell City's finest for many, many years, just recently retired. Running the camera with us tonight. I want to thank Tiffany Stutter, doing a great job as always. My wife Karen doing a little subbing in, as we're going to have her doing some replacements as we go through the year. Also want to thank Alan Rowan, David Birmingham doing a fantastic job, and we got, of course, Matt Coulter roving the sidelines for us. We appreciate that. Wackerman Callahan throwing some scores up there, and the one and only Lance Bowman. And the rest. We done?
I guess so, man.
All right, that wraps
Till
it
next
up.
week.
All right, next week at Oxford. Final score, Pell City Homecoming winning 55-21. I'm Adam Stocks. Thanks for watching and listening.